What is good? What's good, everybody? We are doing all signs going from Aries right down through to Pisces for collective love readings to see what your person's feelings are for you. I just got to see where this camera's at, and then we are going to get started. All right. All right. Hey, Kristen Loves. What's good? Hey, Sally. Hey, FG McCreds. Rose. I like your name. All right, going from Aries right down through to Pisces. Hey, Karma Girl. What's good? Hey, Courtney. All right, going from Aries right down through to Pisces. All right, Aries. What's good, Greta? All right, Aries. What is Aries person's feelings? For the Aries, universe, spirits, and guides. What is Aries person's feelings? 3 shuffles. What is Aries person's feelings for the Aries? Let's go, Vanessa. All right, in their feelings, Aries, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. How they're seeing you, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Action they plan on taking, Empress in reverse. Damn. Okay, Wheel of Fortune in reverse in their feelings. They're feeling kind of shit out of luck a little bit, I feel. I feel like this person there's something unexpected. This person may be a little bit shocked or surprised because they are seeing you as the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you walked away or you're not interested, or what's going on with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse? What's that? Yeah, 9 of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel, Aries, this person feels like you don't want them, point blank period. They feel like there is some type of wish unfulfilled in the situation, and this is someone that is aware of potential consequences of initiating anything with you or trying to rekindle something with you or trying to make something happen. This is someone that feels like you're kind of all about yourself right now, or they feel like they're feeling insecure emotionally in the situation because of a wish already unfulfilled. That makes them feel like you don't want them, and they feel kind of shit out of luck. They may feel like there's something, external to the two of you that is keeping the two of you apart. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe you're moving, maybe something's going on there, or there's some type of karmic situation at play. But this is someone that is aware of the potential consequences of initiating anything with you because of a wish unfulfilled or something that's creating a lot of emotional insecurity that makes them feel like you want nothing to do with them. Okay? So how they're seeing you, Aries, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So that can simply just be someone that's walked away, or they're not interested in putting in the work, potentially lacking patience in the situation for whatever reason. Why the Knight of Pentacles in reverse for how this person sees Aries? With the Page of Cups and the Strength card. Well, Aries, you may have gestured towards something pertaining to your character, pertaining to something that you're sure of when it comes to what you want to entertain versus what you don't want to entertain. They may feel like there's something that has your attention right now that's creating a lot of enthusiasm. Because I don't feel like this person sees you in a negative way, like you're negatively trying to fuck with their head or you're negatively just being a dink. I feel like this person sees you authentically, potentially optimistic about something that you're preparing for in your life. They may feel like you're literally preparing for something. preparing to, I don't know, they may feel like you're preparing for something. They may also feel, like I said, that you gesture towards something around your character, or they may also feel like you're low-key angry at them, but you're choosing to hold back because you don't really take the situation seriously anymore. They may feel like you don't really take them seriously. Like they may feel like you look at them as a bit childish, or someone that you have to hold back from because you don't take them seriously. And now they feel like you're in a space where, like, oh, that's cute. Like if there has been communication, they feel like you just humored them. Okay? But yeah, they feel like you're not interested, or not interested in putting in the work because of something that has you determined to hold back. Like it's almost like it's almost like they think you look at them as a distraction or something you need to hold back from, because you've made some type of conclusion about them or the situation, and now you don't really take them seriously, or the idea, or even if they just flirted with you, if it's a new person, they feel like you don't really take it seriously because there's something you're preparing for, or there's something you're sure about yourself in that makes you feel like this is not for you. Okay? So, because I don't feel like they look at you in a negative way. So, action this person plans on taking, the Empress in reverse. So that can be someone that's approaching a situation with a bit of like overbearing tendencies. Okay, they may be feeling neglected, or they may be a little bit overbearing in your life, or trying to be a part of your life still, or trying to... why the Empress in reverse for this person's actions? Why the Empress in reverse for this person's actions? Lovers in reverse and the Knight of Swords. Well, I feel like, again, this is someone that is feeling neglected, or they feel like they've been neglected if they've been with you, and they're having a hard time supporting something that you're doing. Like this is someone that's having a hard time supporting something you're doing. And I feel like this is someone that may be potentially making a poor choice to directly say something to you that seems to be going against something that you're doing, or going against something that you said. Even if you gesture towards something that was important to you, you know, in the realm of character, or your type, or something like that, this is someone that may give their 2 cents on what they think about that. Okay, so this is someone that may be giving their 2 cents around what they feel is a poor choice that you're doing, or where they feel potentially misunderstood, but they're likely going to come off a bit overbearing, or needy, or pushy. This kind of feels like someone that's being a little bit pushy. And they may attack something that makes them feel like, okay, well, that's why I'm neglected. Aries, I'm neglected because you keep entertaining that fuckboy. Or I'm neglected because you're making a poor choice to move. Or it's like they feel like, I don't feel like they're going to say that they're neglected, but it's someone that's going to go against something that you're doing because it's making them feel like that's why the situation between the two of you isn't going anywhere. Okay? So I do feel like there's going to be some direct communication, but it's going to come off a little bit overbearing or pushy, when really it could just be misaligned values between the two of you that is causing them to feel I almost want to say this is a person that doesn't trust you, but in the same sense, they don't really have a place in your life for you to have to prove your trust. That's what it kind of feels like. So they're going to be rushing in, going against something that you're doing, because they're feeling neglected. Or they may even be saying something to you pertaining to something that you're doing. Like the reason this isn't growing, or the reason, you know, you're not getting any men is because of this, or this, or this. Like they may say something quite harsh, but just be mindful it's coming from a place of feeling neglected. All right, let's see. What is Aries' feelings for this person? Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you may be waiting to see what this person is going to do. Ten of Swords in reverse. I don't know. You feel like it's kind of flagging a dead horse, pining over this person. I feel like there is a part of you that doesn't want this person to move on from you. You may be waiting to see what they're going to do. If there has been like betrayals or bullshit between the two of you, I feel like you would be willing to put that behind you. Only if, with that Seven of Pentacles, they do something or they invest in some type of way. What is Aries waiting on from this person? You may be wanting them to withdraw from a third party or from Knight of Cups in reverse and Three of Pentacles. Is what you're waiting on. So you may feel like this person is involving themselves with someone else or other people in the workplace, or they're, because you're in a space where you feel like you can't invest into this person, because in order to invest into this person, they would have to withdraw from something else. And you're in a space where you want this person's cooperation. You want this person to be on your team, like a ride or die type of relationship or something like that. You're wanting this person to kind of be on the page you're on, but you feel like it would require them to withdraw from something else. And I feel like in the meantime, you're trying to put your problems behind you. You low-key hope this person comes back around, but in the same sense, you want them to come back around in hopes they're inspired to withdraw from something else that they're involved in, to kind of be more of a team player with you, or get on the same page as you. You feel like you and this person are not on the same page. You're wanting more cooperation, more team effort, more like, okay, we're on the same page. Because I do feel like you'd be willing to kind of put this shit behind you if there is past shit, or if it's a new person. You'd be willing to kind of rise above the bitching or, you know, the nuance with this person, if they were to kind of like literally just be on the same team as you, or be more cooperative, or be a ride or die for you, something like that. So it almost makes me feel, because the Seven of Pentacles is saying you're sticking to some type of plan in your life, Aries. You have some type of plan laid out for yourself. You're not budging. So if this person wants to be a part of your life, you're in a space of like, well, get on in my life then. Okay, if you want to be a part of my life, get in my life. Make sure you come at me correct. It's that type of energy, because you're not budging. You're sticking to some type of plan. If this person wants to be a part of it, you feel like they have to withdraw from something else, because you're not budging. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Gemini, Taurus. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. Taurus. What's good, J-Dub? What's good, everybody? All right, Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? What is Taurus's person's feelings for the Taurus? What is Taurus's person's feelings for the Taurus? Universe, spirits, and guides. 3 shuffles. And their feelings, Taurus, the Fool, how they're seeing you, Knight of Wands in reverse. Action they plan on taking, Judgment in reverse. All right, so in this person's feelings, the Fool, I feel like this person is ready for a new life. I don't know if that's leaning towards you based off their action and how they're viewing you. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. This is someone that they have a lot of faith in a new direction. They're kind of over something. They do have... I don't really get that they have faith with you, though. I mean, why the Fool? Why the Fool? Maybe they do. Let's clarify that. Chariot in reverse. And the 4 of Wands. The Magician. Eight of Cups. All right, so Taurus, I feel like this person is kind of in a space of having faith with you, but also not really attaching themselves to so much to the situation, because they feel like there's something that kind of has them all over the place in their life. They are in a space where they're welcoming you, or they're welcoming to keep the peace. They may be, again, someone that's kind of open to connecting with you, or open to coming over, open to having coffee. It's like someone that's kind of open to the situation, but in the same sense, they feel like they're lacking direction when it comes to where this is going. I feel like there's something influencing them to not really emotionally invest into it, pertaining to something that has already left them disappointed in love, whether you did that or someone else. I also feel like this person's in a place in their life where they're not really holding too tightly to anything. They're feeling kind of burnt out, feeling the need to move toward their own desires. There's something that has them feeling forced to be a part of something. I don't know, I feel like this person's on the verge of a midlife crisis or something. That's kind of what I'm getting, where they're in a space of like, oh, whatever. Like, yeah, I'll go for coffee. Like, they're not really holding too tightly to the situation. Because their energy is like they're being very wise and intelligent when it comes to something that is underwhelming to them, pertaining to a community, pertaining to their home, pertaining to, even if you work with them, maybe they know that they're probably going to leave that job. I don't know. They're not really holding themselves too tightly to a future in love. I feel like they're more so recognizing where they feel unfulfilled. And if you want to go for coffee, sure. But I don't know. I feel like this person is like ready for something new in their life. They're not really sure what that is, though. Chariot in reverse. It's like they don't really know what that is. And when it comes to you, I don't know. I don't really feel like they're too attached to the situation. Why? I mean, it's not that they should have. King of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know. They're kind of in a, I don't know, they're kind of judgmental, Taurus, or they're in a space of dealing with their own financial insecurities, or focused on their own image, their own status, where they're lacking to some degree. You could be dealing with someone that's very critical, or they have a specific standard or expectation on people that they're dealing with. They could also be in a space where they're kind of focused on, like I said, their own status, their own work, their money situation, their own financial insecurities. They may not be wanting to attach themselves too much to a relationship right now because of financial stress, or feeling lacking in some regard there. I don't know. This person's in a space where it's like, yeah, I'll go for coffee, or I'm open to coffee, or I'm open. Why can't I talk? I'm sorry. Or I'm open to making peace, or something like that. They're open, but they're definitely not in a committal energy, and they know that about themselves. They're kind of in a space where they're ready to have a new life. They just feel like they don't have control of their current circumstances. So they could also be, because the King of Pentacles in reverse as to why they're not attaching themselves. They may feel obligated to other things, other people. They could be living with other people, and they feel like it's out of their control. Now, when it comes to how they see you, Taurus, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse can tend to like overextend themselves. They are a bit of a show off, or, I mean, I'm not going to read it that way until I have clarification. Just wait. Why the Knight of Wands in reverse for how they see Taurus? With the High Priestess in reverse. The Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like this person may feel like you're a bit hasty when it comes to them. Okay, this person does see you in a space in your life, Taurus, where you're a little bit on the fence when it comes to this person's priorities. They may feel like you're on the fence in regards to their priorities or what they're committed to, or how much of a good partner they would be, or something along those lines. But they feel like that's an incorrect judgment. It's almost like this person may see you as someone that tends to react quite arrogantly or egotistically or hasty, like you're quite hasty about judgments or things that may come to the surface around a choice, or around if they were exploring other directions, or if they, or even if Taurus, they feel like you're on the fence about them for whatever reason, because you have a choice between two, because you have to go to your comfort zone. They may feel like when something feels uncomfortable with them, you tend to be quite hasty or arrogant in your reaction with them. Loud, obnoxious. Like they may feel like you made some type of they may feel like you're reacting to the situation from a place where your intuition was wrong, or you made some type of incorrect view on the situation, trying to figure out. It's like the High Priestess in reverse can be someone that's trying to figure out what's going on, but whatever they come to is wrong. Okay, it's wrong. It's like they may feel like a bit of tension with you because you're on the fence about where this person's priorities are going, or if they're responsible, if they're practical, if they make enough money, whatever. But they feel like you're a bit hasty with your views, or what comes out of your mouth, or what you conclude in the situation. When really they feel like there's something about the situation that's uncomfortable. And it's like you're running from that feeling. And this person, even if you're making false judgments on them, or if you're being arrogant with them, I don't even feel like they're taking it personally. They're just like, whatever. Taurus still doesn't get it, or Taurus still thinks I'm a hoe, or Taurus still thinks this. They're in a space of like, whatever. Think what you want. If you want to go for coffee, sure. If you want to be loud and obnoxious, then go be loud and obnoxious. They're kind of in a space of like, whatever. I don't got control of my circumstance right now. It could be, again, pertaining to a community they're a part of, a family situation, or somewhere they're living. And they feel like you got your panties in a bunch about something. Or maybe you just started talking on a dating website, and they feel like you made some type of quick judgment on them. Like they said that they were living with someone. I don't know. But they're in a space of like, whatever. Think what you want. If you want to go for coffee, message me. I don't know. They're just kind of over it. They're over... I feel like you're dealing with someone that is over approving themselves to people. So, I mean, they do see you as someone that could be a potential partner, but they feel like you are too hasty or arrogant, or you react before even knowing something to be true. I don't know. Now, action this person plans on taking, Judgment in reverse. Well, I don't see this person calling you up. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them calling you up. Why the Judgment in reverse? Four of Swords in reverse. They may just ignore the situation this week. Five of Pentacles. And the Six of Swords in reverse. Whatever hardship this person is going through, pertaining to health, pertaining to money, whatever, that has not progressed. So I don't see this person going out of their way to open any cans of beans this week. They're kind of ignoring the situation, either because it makes them feel... They may feel like you make them feel some type of way, and that has not improved. But I feel like this person is more concerned with their own situation, whether they're dealing with some type of financial hardship, or they may even be lacking a place to live for some of you. I don't know. There's something here that has not improved, or they feel like you already abandoned them, and that has not improved, and they're choosing to not submit to the situation. I don't think this person's that emotionally invested. They're just kind of like, whatever. If you happen to live with this person, Taurus, they see you that same way. And they feel like that hastiness, like if this is a partner, for example, because we do with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in reverse. If this is a partner, they may see you as someone that tends to make a lot of incorrect judgments on them, or you're quite arrogant or egotistic. And they feel like that creates fear within them, that the situation is going to drain them or take more out of them than gives. So they're choosing to not submit to the situation, or they're tending to, it's like they're choosing to ignore the situation because they feel like it's just taking more than it's giving. And there's also a lot of fears developing within them that the situation is going to take more than it gives. And I don't really see them in the mood to like prove anything. What is Taurus's feelings for this person? The Moon. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you fear that you're going to waste your time, or you fear that you are wasting your time. Like you fear that this would be a poor investment. The Tower. I don't know. I feel like you have feelings for this person, but you feel like there's a lot of... You're sensing bad energy with this person. Let's just put it that way. You're sensing bad energy. You sense that you would be wasting your time, or you are wasting your time. And that's creating you to feel a lot of destructive feelings, or it's causing you to feel like this person, if you're already invested into the situation to some degree, you feel like this person has no plan on staying with you. And that's creating a lot of anger, or causing you to feel like something's not stable. If you're not with them, you just have a lot of fears about wasting your time, or you fear that you would be wasting your time. What's that Tower? Because that's why. Three of Swords in reverse. Potentially because there's a third party. Or there was some type of sudden upheaval between the two of you where things were said that you just can't unhear. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they said something really harsh and you just can't unsee that. So now it's creating a lot of fears and trust issues when it comes to investing into it. Because it's like, even when things are good, it's like, did they really mean that? You know what I mean? The Three of Swords in reverse can sometimes be like sharing something pertaining to our thoughts that just can't be unsaid. You know what I'm saying? Something super harsh, or even something around a betrayal, or something. Tower, Three of Swords in reverse. So maybe this person literally said that, maybe that you feel like they think you're a waste of time. Either way, you're in a space of feeling bad energy with the situation, but you may still be somewhat absorbed by the situation. So you could be dealing with an Aries. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Strong Aries and strong Cancer, Pisces, and strong Pisces. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Gemini. Was that a little bit dark? I don't know. All right, what do we have for Gemini? Universe, spirits, and guides. What is Gemini's person's feelings for the Gemini? What is the Gemini's person's feelings? Two more. For the Gemini. Three shuffles. In their feelings, Gemini, the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, how they're seeing you, the King of Swords. Action they plan on taking, Chariot in reverse. Okay. Sorry, there's like a hair or something on my chin. Okay, I don't know. All right, so in their feelings, Gemini, 9 of Swords in reverse. I feel like they're thinking less negatively about the situation, but also still internally trying to avoid worst case scenario. Okay, so there's still some type of subconscious fear. The 9 of Swords in reverse can talk about where we internalize our fears, internalize the facts of situations, internalize what's being said, internalize subjects of gossip, things like that. And I feel like there's something that this person is thinking less negatively about, but they're still kind of subjecting themselves to their subconscious fears in the situation, or potential worst case scenarios when it comes to the two of you, or communicating with you if you're not together, or just with the situation if you are together. Okay, so there's still fears that they have, but they are thinking less negatively about you or the situation or relationship, whatever. Why the 9 of Swords in reverse? 3 of Wands in reverse. Because the 9 of Swords in reverse can be like someone that's avoiding the worst while still thinking less negatively about the situation. With the 3 of Wands in reverse and the Judgment in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Thinking less negatively. The Judgment in reverse is still like someone that has a lot of fear or judgment in the situation. Okay, being short-term focus. 3 of Wands in reverse can talk about being short-term focus, or someone that, okay, they're thinking less negatively. 7 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Swords. Honestly don't know what they're doing. They're thinking less negatively about the situation, but they're still... Why the 3 of Wands in reverse? The Lovers. Honestly, it could be an energy, Gemini, where this person is thinking less negatively about walking away from you, to be honest with you, because there could have been a choice in regards to matters of the heart. Because I feel like this person had some type of stress or nervousness about either walking away or around some type of poor judgment that was made, which created some type of stress, but now they're thinking less negatively to make a choice to walk away. I'm kind of getting that. 7 of Swords in reverse. I don't know, this person has some type of conscience about the situation when it comes to disconnecting, or when it comes to a poor choice. They have some type of conscience. I mean, even if they're not like literally walking away from you, Gemini, it's like someone that is thinking less negatively when it comes to walking away. I don't know, I feel like this person has some type of guilt or regret in the situation that had them avoiding making some type of decision to walk away to pursue some type of choice in love. So there could have either been a choice between two, or a choice that would have been a complete catalyst for their life, or whatever it may be. And they may have been fearing walking away or making that decision because they were thinking worst case scenario, but now they're in a space of thinking less negatively, but there's still fear, or they're still kind of sitting with that. Okay, they're still sitting with this feeling like, okay, I could walk away. So whether they're with you or with someone else, there's definitely a choice when it comes to matters of the heart that this person is thinking less negatively about. So what are this person's feelings for Gemini? I still can't tell. 5 of Pentacles. So they may be feeling, so this person may be feeling out in the cold by you, Gemini, or they're feeling abandoned by you. I don't know, Gemini, it's kind of giving me the vibe that this person is thinking less negatively about walking away from something else to partake in the situation with you. But they're being really hard on themselves with that judgment in reverse, either because of some type of poor judgment that was made, and they may be feeling left out in the cold, or they're feeling abandoned. So there's still some type of internal struggle that they're internalizing, but they're thinking less negatively. They're kind of having a more ease of mind when it comes to how things would play out, whether that's pertaining to you and your reaction, or whether that's pertaining to their own life. Now let's see where this is going, because yeah, they're definitely on the verge, or thinking less negatively about being on the verge of making a major choice. They may be feeling left out in the cold or abandoned. I don't know, let's see how they're seeing you. King of Swords. So they see you as someone that is intelligent, or being rational about a situation, or you're being fair. They may feel like you're honest, or to the point, direct. If you're not with them, they may feel like you were honest, or if you are with them, they feel like you're being rational or fair with them. Okay? They may feel like you're hard to read, Gemini, on an emotional level with that King of Swords. They feel like you have a method to your madness, or they feel like you're very intentional with your communication. With the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So you're very intentional with your communication. They may feel like you were honest about something pertaining to your insecurities with them, or they may feel like you're thinking head over heart when it comes to situations you don't really have control of. Okay? They may even be feeling, Gemini, like there's a situation that has you exhausted or angry, or insecure in some way, but you're choosing to detach from that anger, or you're choosing to detach from, they may feel like you're choosing to detach from your anger, because they may feel like there is something you're angry about. Okay? If you did have a history, Gemini, with this person, if you know them, some of you may not even know them. If you do have a history, they may feel like you're detaching from your tendency to be overly invested into, you know, your temper, pushy. If you were like pushy, or like temperamental, or angry about something, they feel like you're detaching from that need to have things work out a particular way, either within yourself or with them, something like that. They feel like you're quite detached this week, or trying to be rational about your own insecurities. Even if, you know, even if they were the ones being pushy with you, Gemini, or if they were kind of bullying you, or if they see you as, or even if you don't know this person or haven't been with this person yet, if they see you as someone that's kind of being, you know, pushed in a certain direction, they feel like you're very detached from those opinions, or whatever it may be. So like they see you as someone that's quite rational, or being rational, or you're detaching from your ability to, you know, throw fists kind of thing. They may feel like you're kind of calm, cool, and collected this week. Let's see. Action this person plans on taking. Chariot in reverse. I don't know. This person seems to be a little bit all over the place. Chariot in reverse can be an energy of being all over the place or scattered. They may be trying to coerce a certain direction, Gemini. Why the Chariot in reverse? with the Six of Cups, King of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse. So this person is definitely trying to seize an opportunity with you, Gemini, by sharing their feelings, apologizing. The problem is they're not fully taking control of a situation. So it's almost like the Chariot in reverse can be someone that is lacking direction. So instead of taking the wheel and being decisive and going a certain direction in one way or the other, they're trying to coerce you a little bit or influence you to go a certain way, okay? And they're doing that by sharing something pertaining to their insecurities around how you may be missing opportunities or how you may be, or they're sharing insecurities pertaining to money, potentially responsibilities, things that they're trying to keep up with or uphold. Because I do feel like this person misses you, Gemini, but there's some insecurities or even jealousy that has this person trying to seize an opportunity with you while simultaneously not fully taking control. It's more so someone that is trying to persuade you in a certain direction. What do they want from Gemini? The Knight of Cups. I feel like this person wants you to be inspired by their emotional support or by something they're expressing. And they may be wanting more emotion from you, Gemini. They may want you to I feel like this person wants you to feel inspired emotionally to go a certain direction. And what they're wanting from you, the Knight of Cups. So I feel like this person wants you to follow you. The Knight of Cups talks about following your heart. They want you to follow your heart. So it does feel, Gemini, like this person is in a place where they know, but they don't know anything. Or it's like they feel like they're thinking less negatively, but in the same sense, not taking control in any direct aspect. And they're more so trying to persuade you to go a certain way. They do miss you, or they want to share feelings with you or bond with you if it's a newer energy. But they may be, again, if it's a new person, for example, it's someone that's trying to inspire you to go a certain direction in regards to your work or something like that, okay? Because this person could be showing up in a way where they're all about their money, all about their status, and therefore they may feel like everybody is. But let's see, so I don't know, they are connecting with you in a really awkward way, more so a persuasive way. What is Gemini's feelings for this person? Ten of Cups in reverse. The World. So this is something that you may feel is already done, or you don't really see a happily ever after with this person, either because this person created a very unhappy experience for you, or because this person lives at a distance with the world, or there's something about the situation that you feel is dysfunctional or not fulfilling, or you feel like you and this person are not in emotional harmony with one another. Seven of Cups in reverse. Some of you just feel like this person isn't an option, okay? Either because they live at a distance, or you just see it as done, or you just are trying to be realistic when it comes to, okay, this is not all it's cracked up to be. It's like you came out of that like fantasizing type of energy, or you yourself are just kind of honed in on your own reality with the Seven of Cups in reverse, where you're not really looking at your options or something. But I don't know, I don't feel like you feel emotionally in harmony. Now, mind you, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, this could be someone that you're not even aware is into you, okay? Because the World card can talk about you being in a place where you're kind of taking a pause for the next big phase in your life, and you may not really be looking at your options. So either you feel like this person already created an unhappy experience in your life, or if it is an existing relationship, you feel like it's done, but you feel you're trying to be realistic right now. And if you're not with this person, you may not really be in a space where you're open to relationships, because you're intentionally not looking at your options because you're in a place where you're either preparing for the next phase in your life, or you're just trying to be realistic emotionally. Like you may not be in a committal energy right now, sorry. So you could be dealing with another Gemini, or Cancer. Gemini or Cancer. Could be any sign, though, as far as elements go. All right. Cancer. What's good, Beaterberg Glenn? Wendy. All right, what do we have for Cancer? I need to fix my, I'm going to change my tapestry. That's like my, I'm going to change it when I get the energy. It's too dark. It's bugging me. Like, I even have my lights as bright. Very bright. All right, what do we have for Cancer? What is Cancer person's feelings for the Cancer? Reshuffles. What is Cancer's person's feelings? The Sun in their feelings, how they see you. Oh, Queen of Cups. Oh, Cancer. Actually, I plan on taking the King of Cups. I love this. So in this person's feelings, the Sun, I feel like they're feeling happy, bliss, optimistic. You know what I mean? Giggly. It's like this is someone that's feeling quite happy. Why the Sun? The Eight of Pentacles. And the Five of Wands. Well, I feel like this is someone that feels optimistic that the two of you can work through whatever problems you're going through, really. Okay, this is someone that is either optimistic to resolve, like this is someone that may feel optimistic to either clear the air with you, or if you're in a relationship, it's someone that is optimistic to work through whatever troubles the two of you are going through. And they may be feeling happy because they feel like you're also motivated to work through those issues. So I feel like this person's happy because they're in a space where it's like, yeah, let's work this out. Or yeah, maybe this week you and your partner are having like a bump in the road or something like that. And they feel like you're both kind of motivated to work it out, and it's making them very happy. So if you're not in a relationship, it's someone that, again, they're in a space where they're open to compromise or clear the air or work on the relationship or potential of, and they're happy because they feel like you're in that space this week too. So overall, they're happy as shit. And I don't know, they're open to like figure it out for you or figure it out with you, whatever the situation is. They want to clear the air with you or resolve whatever issues are going on in the relationship. And with their action, the King of Cups, and how they're seeing you, Queen of Cups, the two of you may be having a lot of vulnerable heart-to-heart conversations this week that give this person more optimism or clarity, because the Sun can be someone that has a lot of clarity or enough clarity where they feel like, okay, I can trust investing into this, or between me and my partner, or whatever it is, they feel like the two of you can work it out. It's like that. So they're happy. So yeah, how they're seeing you, the Queen of Cups. Honestly, I feel like this is someone that sees you as hearing them out on something, or you're connecting with them in a vulnerable way where they feel like you're empathizing for them or overlooking some things or tending to their emotional needs. Or even if you've been with this person 10 years, it's someone that is seeing you as hearing them, understanding them, not being bitter about it, just tending to their emotional needs within a situation. And I do feel like the two of you are communicating this week. There's a lot of clarity being brought to the table, maybe around the Leo eclipse, I don't know. There's a lot of clarity being brought to the table, or open, vulnerable conversations, even if you've been with this person forever, and they see you as someone that is being mature by hearing them without responding with bitterness or your own biases, and they feel like it's allowing the two of you to work through things and understand and have that synergy that is unstoppable. So it's like they feel understood by you, or they're seeing you as someone that understands, or you're overlooking something. maybe even forgiving them, or again, you're understanding or you're tending to their emotional needs. Why the Queen of Cups for how they see Cancer? On a personal level, they may see you as with the Seven of Cups. So they may feel like they may have felt a little bit overwhelmed or confused emotionally, Cancer. Something here caused them to be flustered, okay? They feel like you're tending to some type of fluster of emotions, where, like, if it's a partner, maybe they felt like they were wasting their time in a certain direction, or maybe they wasn't really tapping into their potential or skills, talents, abilities, whatever it may be. This is someone that is feeling flustered, or they see you with the Queen of Cups tending to some type of emotional fluster, or you're being emotionally mature around their confusion, or you're tending to their confusion around whether they be wasting their time, you know, in a particular direction, whether that's with you or other aspects. And they see you as being very understanding, very considerate. They see you as being more supportive, maybe trying to help ground them emotionally, or ground even their creative abilities, because Magician reverse can be like unused skills, talents, or abilities. Like they may see, like the two of you may have like some type of like creative spark going on between the two of you this week, where they're seeing you help ground their emotional abilities, and they may be feeling overwhelmed when it comes to what to do. Like maybe this is someone that needs to make a choice about something, or they have a lot of options because there is some type of unused skill, talent, or ability, but they're feeling a bit overwhelmed emotionally or flustered, and they may see you as someone that is kind of being some type of support for them in this period, okay? And they're seeing you as someone being emotionally mature around. It could just be like if this person was dealing with some type of confusion in the relationship, whether they thought you were cheating, whether they thought whatever. It's like they see you as someone that is being emotionally mature and just being sensitive to their confusion without getting all bent out of shape. Like they see you kind of giving them more reassurance rather than being a dick, okay? So yeah, they just see you as very creative, nurturing, a good mom, a good dad. You know, it's just the energy. They see you as very nurturing, creative, grounding, not really involving your bias, being overlooking. Even if they kind of came in the house and they were like super flustered and like having a fit, they see you kind of like being very understanding instead of like focusing on their reaction, if that makes any sense. They just see you as very understanding and loving. It's sweet. So action this person plans on taking, the King of Cups. Love that. Why the King of Cups? With the Page of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry for getting so mad. It's that type of energy. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. It's like that. It's like, I'm sorry for getting so mad. I feel like someone's going to express their apologies and love to you after a period of emotional overwhelm, whether they were going through something personal, or and they were taking it out on you, or whether they were having a hard time expressing themselves, so it came off quite immature, or whatever it may be. It's like this is someone that may be apologizing or connecting with you, or again, it's kind of like, I'm sorry for getting mad. I was stressed out today. I had a rough day. And it kind of leaves room. It's like something is maturing here. Apologizing. I feel like they're apologizing for not being fair, really. Not being honest. So if, like, even if you're, so there could have been some type of dishonesty, or something may not have worked out in their favor, especially if this is a relationship. Something may not have worked out in their favor. I mean, it could be relationship or not, it doesn't matter. Something may not have worked out in their favor pertaining to contracts, legalities. You know, maybe they lost a deal, or they lost like a work contract or something, and it may have put stress on the relationship. There's something pertaining to like, it is what it is, that may not have worked out in their favor. And they may be being very vulnerable about that, while simultaneously expressing their apologies for not taking accountability for the is what it is factor, and maybe taking it out on you. Like this person may have emotionally taken something out on you for something pertaining to it is what it is. You know what I mean? And they may be seeing you as helping them explore their options when it comes to, okay, well, where they get another job, or where they can get another contract, or something like that. Okay. So I feel like there's like a soft, like, breath of fresh air you guys are getting to, because they're feeling quite optimistic and inspired. Like, this is someone that they're creative. It's like there's not a whole lot of creative blocks anymore. It's like they're feeling in touch and grounded again, feeling like, okay, you're right, I can do that, or I can do that, or they're feeling inspired to pursue something with you, or pursue a direction that could support this relationship further. And they may be expressing their apologies for not taking accountability or not being fair when it comes to something that it just is what it is. They invested into stocks, or there was a bad deal made somewhere, or there was they may have lost their job, or or even something pertaining to paperwork. I don't know, something pertaining to it is what it is. Maybe it doesn't have to do with paperwork or contracts at all, but you get the gist, okay? It's just something that it is what it is. And they may have taken it out on you when they didn't want to take it out on you, and they're kind of apologizing for that. And that also may have led them to not taking accountability for either their emotions for you, or it may have led them to not be fair, or not take accountability for the relationship on a whole. I don't know. Let's see. What is Cancer's feelings for this person? Yeah, the two of you. Your feelings for this person, 9 of Wands in reverse, okay? The Strength card. High Priestess in reverse. Fool in reverse. Well, you may feel like, honestly, you may be in a period where you do feel like you're fighting a losing battle with this person. The 9 of Wands in reverse can feel like they're the last man standing, or they are the only ones that want the relationship, or they may feel like they have to compromise. It's like you may feel like you have to compromise on your own standards to partake, okay? And there is a part of you that's giving up when it comes to the fight, or when it comes to defending yourself, but there is still a place where you hold a lot of compassion for this person, where you're still kind of remaining loyal, or if you're not in a relationship, you're trying to hold back respectfully, because you do still hold some type of respect for this person. But you may feel like you have to suppress your desires, or suppress something, because you feel like you're either the only one that wants this, or if it's a relationship, you feel like you're fighting a losing battle trying to say something to your partner. So you may find yourself holding back and suppressing what you feel like you know, or you may even feel like they're not open to your advice, or you have felt that way, where you feel like you can't even suggest things to them without it causing some type of fight or whatnot. And I'm not saying it caused you to want to leave. There is still a lot of like loyalty, but there is a feeling like you have to kind of bite your tongue to entertain the situation. But you're willing to do that because, again, it's like you have it in you to tolerate the situation, or you just are loyal to the person, or you have a lot of compassion. You may be feeling a lot of compassion for this person with the Strength card, but you may feel like you kind of have to like bite your tongue a little bit, or even if it's like something lighter where you're not really in a relationship, you feel like you have to suppress your desires because you feel like you're the last man standing, or the only one that wants this. 9 of Wands in reverse. So you may feel like you have to be the one this week, or you've been the one to kind of like, okay, okay, I don't agree, but okay. It's kind of like that. You may feel like you have to kind of like keep your thoughts to yourself. I don't know. Or keep your desires, even if it was just someone newer to yourself, because you felt like it it always got misunderstood or something like that. But you could be dealing with a Leo. We have strong Leo energy, Virgo, Gemini, and Libra. Or Pisces, too. But it could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Leo. Let's get Joan. Understand, understand, and overstand. Yeah, I've always said that. I've always said that. Being overstanding. All right, what do we have for Leo? Let's get infinite. What do we have for Leo? What is Leo's person's feelings? For the Leo, one more. Happy birthday, Leos, for all the Leos out there. Three more. What is Leo's person's feelings? For the Leo. All right, and their feelings, 7 of Cups. How they're seeing you, 3 of Wands in reverse. Actually, plan on taking the Tower. Okay. So Leo, 7 of Cups in this person's feelings. They're feeling a bit confused, overwhelmed. Honestly, this may be someone that's keeping their options open, or they have a lot of options, or there's something that's emotionally overwhelming them. I don't know. I got to clarify that before I talk too much. Why the 7 of Cups? For this person's feelings, for the Leo. The Fool in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse. 8 of Cups. All right, so here's the thing, Leo. I feel like this is someone that's feeling a lot of emotional overwhelm and confusion. And honestly, I do feel like they have options, even if that is just moving in with their mom, or moving in, or moving somewhere, or like the option doesn't necessarily have to be a person, so keep that in mind. But this is someone that feels a bit overwhelmed, and with the Fool in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, that's someone that may lack tolerance when it comes to having adult conversations, or when it comes to being rational. Because to be quite honest with you, they don't really have the faith in the situation to begin with. So it causes them to kind of go to the extreme when it comes to, like, you know, I'll just do this, or I'm just gonna stay at my friend's tonight, or I'm just gonna, like, there's something that is causing this person to feel confused or overwhelmed, where they may be tempted to just kind of like, I don't know, I don't see this person having a lot of empathy for the situation. They may even be mad. But the problem with the 7 of Cups and the King of Swords in reverse, that gives me the impression that this person could be like imagining something's going on between the two of you, when really they were just looking for an excuse to kind of boot it. You know what I mean? It's kind of that person that's been over it, but it's like, so when something comes up, it's like, okay, all of a sudden they're done with the relationship because they didn't really want it anyways. It's like someone that doesn't really, 8 of Cups, it's like they're Temperance. They may be feeling like you don't care about them, Leo. Like, Leo, you don't care about me. They're feeling burdened. You don't care about me, so fuck you. And you may be saying, no, that's not what I meant, or that's not my intention. I don't care, you don't care about me. It's kind of someone that's being irrational, or they're just kind of, you get the point. Like, I don't really see this as someone that even cares if they're being fair, or even cares if what they're thinking is true. I feel like they're just looking for an exit. And if they don't end up leaving, it's one of those people that they just can't handle real conversations without having some type of pity party. Okay? It's either because they don't really care about it, or they lack that much confidence in themselves that they can't handle honesty. You know, this could be someone that doesn't even align themselves with their own integrity. So there's like insecurities around honest conversations because they don't like being honest. So when an honest conversation is needed, they get all temperamental and say, you know, move on, or try to explore their options. But really, I feel like they're just lacking the faith in the situation, or they're just childish, something. So I don't know, they're feeling overwhelmed. They're feeling emotional overwhelmed. But something tells me it doesn't take this person a lot to get overwhelmed. So I feel like they got options, low-key. Now, how they're seeing you, Three of Wands in reverse. Now, that can be an energy of having a hard time. Like, you may be expressing to them, like, I don't, like, where is this going? I'm having a hard time seeing a future here, or I'm having a hard time waiting on this because it doesn't really seem like you're investing or trying or something like that. Like, there's something where they may be seeing you walk away from the situation. Like, even if you walked away from them because they kept leaving you on red, this is someone that it's not going to clock, okay? It's not going to register in this person's mind that the reason you walked away is because they were leaving you on red or keeping their options open or whatever. It's not going to clock, okay, in this person's mind. But they are seeing you as someone that either walked away or you have a hard time seeing a future with them. So it's causing you to have a hard time making long-term plans, or you're no longer waiting. They may feel like you're no longer waiting on them too. Why the Three of Wands in reverse? For how they see Leo. Knight of Wands in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. This person may feel like you're angry about some type of delayed news that made you feel like they were either lying, or that makes you feel like they're immature, either because they're leaving you on red or not responding to a message, something like that. Like something has you, they're seeing you as feeling angry, potentially, around some type of lie or something that you're noticing. So it kind of gives me the impression that you may be confronting them and saying, you know, I'm either sick of waiting for you to respond to me, or I'm sick of, you know, acting like I'm supposed to just trust you when I've already caught you in a lie a million times. Like there's something where they see you as someone that's having a hard time waiting on the situation or envisioning a future because of something that has you a bit reactive to some type of delayed news that made you realize that they were lying about something, or that there has been some type of lie, okay? And the moment you call them out on it, it's going to cause, I mean, honestly, how they're, look at their action. You're dealing with someone very destructive. They don't give a fuck what mess they leave, you know? It's someone that can't handle whatever a conversation that you're approaching, and they may respond quite destructively. So again, it's someone that you may directly just tell them like, okay, I realize that you were lying because of this, that, and the third, and they have a fit. They can't handle being called out on it. Okay, so, or they just now all of a sudden act like they don't care. They wasn't even attracted to you anyway, something like that. Or they become very boastful and arrogant, and just, if you walked away from them, like if it wasn't an actual relationship, now they're just trying to be seen. They're trying to get your attention in other ways. So, you know, when really you may have just used common sense of like, okay, well, you're not responding to me, so I'm going to move it along. Or you're having a hard time seeing a future with them because you called them out on a lie. And they can't handle that conversation. Hierophant in reverse, too. So, action this person plans on taking: the Tower. Why the Tower? That's someone that gets very destructive. I feel like you're causing a Tower moment for them, or they're being destructive, or they're just adding fuel to the fire. Look, Hierophant in reverse. They're adding fuel to the fire. This is someone that is not conforming, or they're not really taking a wise approach to something. It's almost someone that is recognizing things are becoming shitty, so let me make it more shitty. Let me rebel. Let me justify walking away even more so. It's someone that's kind of like I don't know, I feel like they are going to attempt at least to end the relationship, or they're choosing to rebel against the situation. Or if you're not in a, or if you haven't ever been in a relationship, it's someone that is just, the more you ignore them, the more they're just going to try to ignore you, you know? Hierophant in reverse can be someone that's in a situation where roles are reversed, but they're still choosing to not conform to the situation. It's like they're trying to challenge the reality at hand, okay? Especially with the Tower card. I feel like this person is trying to challenge, they're vengeful, Chariot. That's very vengeful, determined to not conform. Like, it kind of gives me the vibe that this person would rather cause a complete shitstorm than just have a real conversation with you. So they may be moving, or again, they're just in a determined, vengeful energy to reject your advice. You could have even gave them advice, you know? Hierophant in reverse can be someone that's just rejecting someone's advice, or rejecting the wise way to approach a situation, or something like that. So yeah, they're kind of distancing themselves from something, from you, with vengeance. Oh, Ten of Swords, they're going to play victim about it too. They're going to play victim about it so bad. They're probably going to tell everybody else that they date, oh, yeah, she was crazy, or he was crazy, whatever your situation is. They're going to play victim about it. And what's funny is you may have hardly even said anything. You could have just said one thing, but they knew what that was leading to. Or it wasn't even that deep. For some of you, it wasn't even that deep, where you just dated like you just went on a couple of dates and it just wasn't for you. And now all of a sudden they're right mad. They're having a hard time coping with your perceived bitching, or having a hard time coping with you choosing to be done with them. Maybe you chose to be done with them, or they're perceiving as that. See, I don't feel like they're being wise. You could have just said something like, you know, I can't stay if you're just going to keep ignoring the facts, or if you're going to keep lying to me. So you could have just had like a real conversation, and they're playing victim now. Okay. Being very destructive. How does Leo feel about this person? 10 of Cups in reverse. So you may have emotionally been done, or you're just seeing it as something that is not really making you happy. You may feel like you and this person are not on the same page. Not an emotional heart. Oh, the Death card. I feel like you have a heightened sense of awareness that this person is not really that committal to you. Okay? If you were in a relationship, you either feel like, I feel like you either feel like it was very dysfunctional, or you're realizing this person isn't really in it that deep with me emotionally. If you're not in a relationship, you just feel like things are done because, you know, you never got your happily ever after, or this person is not in emotional harmony with you. Something like that. You feel like, okay, it's just done. With the 10 of Wands. If this was a relationship, Leo, you may feel like the only way you could uphold that relationship is to do all the emotional labor, okay? You may have felt like you needed to do all the emotional labor, which left you feeling unfulfilled. So you have a heightened sense of awareness on the work that it would require for you to uphold that relationship, and that makes you very depressed, especially if there's children involved or something like that. Because I don't feel like you've completely let this go if it's a relationship, but you have an inner knowing that is a painful pill to swallow, that this is not going to bring me happiness. I have to walk on eggshells to keep this person happy, or I have to just ignore facts, which is going to leave me unhappy. It's like you may be feeling like you're carrying all of the emotional labor, and this person is not on the same page with you or in harmony, or you feel like there's something very dysfunctional around a family situation or in-laws or something like that. So if you're not in a relationship with this person, you're just choosing to stay in your lane. You feel like things are done. This person didn't want you. Fine. It sucks. You may still be feeling the burden of it, but you're trying to stay in your lane and be responsible about the situation. So you're going through a positive transformation, even though it may not feel that way. You may be kind of there's a lot weighing on you. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. We have Taurus or Scorpio, Aries. Could be any sign as far as elements go. I'm gonna quick smoke. Just too toxic and never supportive anymore. Got tired of the consistent inconsistencies and arguments. I'm good, Infinite. How are you? Sorry, I just don't got much to say. I am doing really good though. It turned out to be a beautiful day, even though this morning the weather network said it was going to rain and thunder all day. I don't know what they're talking about. We should do tarot for the weather. Could you imagine? Tarot weather channel, probably be more accurate than the weather network. They're never right. I went on my walk like super early this morning because I'm like, oh, it's going to rain all day. Never rained once. It's actually bright and sunny out there. Your birthday is on Wednesday. Got to move forward. Oh, your birthday's right on the eclipse. That's badass. Right on. Well, happy early birthday. My son's birthday is on Tuesday. So my youngest son is turning 13. So it's a big one for him. But my youngest son is a Leo. Good, you just can't sleep. It's 4:44 a.m. The fuck? Where you live at? It's like the afternoon here. Hey, Marion. Good afternoon. Yeah, my youngest son's birthday. He's going to be a teenager. So I'll officially have 2 teen boys now. All right, who am I on? Virgo. Sorry, Virgo, my lips are dry. Lips are dry. All right, what do we have for Virgo? What is Virgo's person's feelings for the Virgo? Three shuffles. What is Virgo's person's feelings for the Virgo? In their feelings, Virgo, the world, how they're seeing you, 5 of Swords in reverse. Oh, I love this. Productive. Action they plan on taking, the 3 of Cups. Nice. Closure. Getting along. This is what that feels like. So in this person's feelings, the world, they may feel like they're getting some type of closure. They may be feeling there's a desirable outcome happening between the 2 of you. They're feeling a sense of wholeness, a sense of like oneness with you. Not to sound cheesy. Why the world? Page of Swords in reverse and the Moon. Well, I feel like this person is having some type of delayed communication from you that is making them realize that things aren't what they appear to be. The Ace of Cups. Wow. Some of you, this is someone new, okay? And if that's the case, this person is feeling a sense of oneness with you, should I say? But they're a little bit nervous still. There is feelings developing. There could be love being offered or love kind of brewing between the 2 of you, but they still have a lot of fears, which has them a little bit nervous and awkward still, okay? But they are feeling a sense of oneness. If it is a past person, because there could be some type of reunion or reconnection, or again, like end of drama between the 2 of you, they're just feeling a sense of oneness, and they're having some type of delayed communication around things not being what they appeared to be. And they feel like they're getting some type of closure, okay? So, how they're seeing you, Virgo, the 5 of Swords in reverse. So they may be seeing you as someone that's kind of being quite transparent, you know, dropping the swords, should we say. Ending the games, if there was games. Or they're just seeing you as someone that is feeling the need to be transparent. For some of you, if it is a past person, they may feel the need to be transparent with you because of something you've discovered. You may have uncovered something. Okay, or they're just seeing you as someone that is just being transparent or being very open about something you discovered. I don't know what that means for you, but or if it's a new person, they just see you as being very transparent. They don't really see you about the drama or about the games. They're just seeing you being very direct and upfront. Why the 5 of Swords in reverse? For how they're seeing Virgo. The 5 of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Well, Judgment in reverse. Well, they may feel... If it's a new person, they may feel like you're not really challenging their irrational thoughts. Like maybe they have some irrational thoughts about going on a date or whatever it may be, and they feel like you're not really picking a fight about it, like you're not choosing to feel hurt about something pertaining to their irrational thoughts. If it's a past person, they may be seeing you potentially trying to provide some type of solution around their irrational thoughts, or potentially trying to find some type of solution around. The Queen of Swords in reverse can be someone that's having a hard time regulating their repressed trauma, and they become very harsh, or they have a hard time focusing, or they tend to think irrational, or it's really they're just having a hard time regulating their repressed trauma. Okay, so it can be someone that exports their communication quite bitchy too. So if they are giving you some type of bitchy energy, or if you've seen them that way, they may be seeing you as someone that is trying to, like, you're not trying to fight with them. They may even feel like you're trying to help them, or you're very helpful. Like maybe they're stressed out because they can't find a job or something. They feel like you're being very helpful. Okay, they may feel like you're also trying to clear the air with them. If it is a past person, they may feel like you're being transparent around some type of poor judgment that was made. Maybe you made a false accusation, or you just made a poor judgment. Like maybe you judged them and the two of you are kind of becoming a bit closer. It's kind of like that colleague that you don't really fuck with right away, and then like you learn more about them and you become a little bit more closer, something like that. Like they may see you as someone that's kind of giving into the situation in a way where you're agreeing with why they're pissed. Five of Wands in reverse, Queen. Like they may feel like you're agreeing with why they're pissed, but also trying to like help them to some degree. So whether you caused them to be pissed or whether they're dealing with something else, they feel like you're trying to clear the air pertaining to something along those lines or find solution. Okay. So action this person plans on taking. Three of Cups. Let's get together. Yeah. I feel like this person wants to connect with you. You guys are having fun together, going out, going for a drink, or just hanging out, getting together, being friends. This may be something that starts out as friends, maybe going on a date. Why the Three of Cups? With the King of Swords. Why the Three of Cups? Seven of Wands in reverse. And the Hangman. So this is someone that is, being calm, cool, and collected, giving into the situation because of a new perspective. This person may feel like they are receiving a new perspective on you that also has them letting their defenses down, or folding on their original belief of you, or of women, or of men, depending on the type of person you're dealing with. Like this is someone that is giving into the situation. They're being quite honest with you. It's like this is like honest conversation, vulnerable conversation. Also, if this person is the one that may have made poor judgments, this is someone that is being very open. They're willing to see new perspectives. Like they're willing to kind of fold on their original belief of something, or they're being rational and honest. They're aware they don't really have a defense here, but they are also in a space where they're willing to. The Hangman can be someone that's willing to make some type of sacrifice. It's like this is someone that is, communicating honestly with you about their doubts, but they're willing to kind of see a new perspective. So they're communicating their doubts. Or they're even communicating, or they're being rational about, I don't know, they're not trying to fight with you. This is someone that's not trying to fight with you, or they're being rational about a weak defense around something. But it's still coming from a place of like, okay, I'm willing to, like maybe you're someone new to them and it's like they don't really have a reason to hate you. really, or something like that. It's like they feel like, okay, I'm just being honest with you. They're connecting with you. They're feeling happy. The two of you are emotionally bonding, connecting on social media, even with the Three of Cups. I don't know, you're connecting, being friends, communicating. They're kind of seeing where it goes. You know, I'm not getting a whole lot of depth here. I'm just going to be honest with you. Give me a little bit more on the energy of this connection. Ooh, Three of Swords in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse. So there could be a third party, or there's been a lot of third party involvement. Or there's a lot of healing, potentially, or there could be reconciliation happening. We got 3 threes too. So I feel like there's a lot of healing happening, but there's not really a whole lot of long-term planning happening either. Five of Cups. I don't know, there could be like healing of the past where someone's still grieving over the past. So it's like something that's going to require time. There could be still third-party involvement. Like I said, even if this person is still grieving over their ex, or you are, or something, there could be some type of third-party involvement that has things not really being planned in the future of like, well, maybe we should be in a relationship. It's more of like a healing type of connection. I don't know, maybe the two of you are just meant to be friends or connect with one another for a period of time, because it is very healing for one or both of you, or something like that. Ten of Swords in reverse, like someone's putting their problems aside to kind of cater to the situation. Sense of oneness. I don't know, I get more of a friendship or something starting out as friends. Okay, what is Virgo's feelings for this person? What is Virgo's feelings for this person? Eight of Swords in reverse. Maybe getting out of your head a little bit. Hierophant in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Well, I feel like you're getting out of your head a little bit about the situation, but you don't have a whole lot of faith, potentially because children are involved, or something along those lines. You may feel like this is someone that's not your usual type, okay? Or it's not your traditional type. But it's like you're getting out of your head about that. If you feel unsupported, because I do feel like there's a part of you that feels unsupported or neglected by this person, or you feel like there's not really a whole lot of growth. It's like you're not allowing, I don't know, you're kind of getting out of your head about that. But I don't feel like you have a whole lot of faith, because there's a difference in values between the two of you. Why the Eight of Swords in reverse? You may also be seeing with the Two of Cups. Shit. Okay. Well, you may be feeling like, wow, me and this person could really fuck with one another. Or it's like, or you may be seeing eye to eye with this person on an emotional level. Some of you could be standing up to something else for this person, because you may be feeling the need to stand up to someone else, because you feel like there was either poor advice given, or you may feel like this person had a shitty relationship. Like this can be an energy where you feel like there was poor guidance somewhere along the line. Some of you feel like this person has like an overbearing mother figure, or like an overbearing energy in their life that tends to give them poor guidance. Like that's very specific, but because you feel like you see an issue that has you now seeing eye to eye or emotionally bonding with this person. And even though you see red flags in the situation and feel like, okay, you're not really my traditional type, you also see like red flags when it comes to poor guidance given either by this person's mother or by someone that has overbearing tendencies, even if it was a friend, you know. Maybe they're encouraging them to like do something stupid. I don't know. But because I don't really feel like you have the faith in it, like, okay, we could get married one day. But you are seeing issues where, and you're getting out of your head, because it's like, okay, maybe me and this person, there's something that's making you feel connected with this person emotionally. or where you see eye to eye with them. You may be wanting to stand up to some type of overbearing energy in their life too. Or something like that. You're seeing a red flag in something that is challenging the situation or even the circumstance. Like this could be your date, going on a date with someone, and they're talking about their life, they're talking about their baby mama or baby daddy or something like that, and you're like yeah, I could understand why that would cause you to stress out, or you're taught or something like that, because there's something you're very clear on. But it's like the two of you seem to be like connecting this week, and it's like a friendship, really. And the energy behind this connection, Three of Swords in reverse, can talk about sharing something personal too, or sharing personal thoughts. But it doesn't really, I don't really see like a vision between the two of you further than that just yet. It's just having a very honest conversation with one another. So we have strong Taurus energy. We also have Pisces, Cancer, and strong Pisces energy. So Taurus and Pisces, but you can be dealing with any sign as far as elements go. All right. What do we have for Libra, universe, spirits, and guides? What is Libra's person's feelings for the Libra? What is the Libra's person's feelings? Three shuffles. What is the Libra's person's feelings for the Libra? In their feelings, Libra, Two of Pentacles in reverse, how they're seeing you, Ten of Wands. Action they plan on taking, Three of Pentacles. All right. So in their feelings, Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone that feels potentially not really made a priority. Like you may be catering to a lot of other things outside of them. They may be feeling kind of dropped by you. Like they feel like you're not really making them a priority. They may feel like you got a lot going on. Maybe they may feel like you're overcommitted to other things. With the Hermit, because I feel like this is someone that is in a space, Libra, where they're not really catering to the connection, but it's because they feel like you're too busy for them, clearly. Okay, they feel like, how would you have time for me when you're doing this and that and this and that? Whatever. It's like they're trying to be wise when it comes to you being overcommitted to other things. The Hermit and the Tower. King of Pentacles in reverse. Well, Libra, I feel like this person is feeling like they're not being made a priority, or you're not really considering them in the decisions that you're making. It's making them feel like you've dropped them to some degree, and they may be feeling the need to go their own way or withdraw from the chaos. They may be low-key feeling, Libra, like your life is a bit chaotic right now. I mean, whose isn't, really? But like, they may be feeling like your life is a bit chaotic right now. King of Pentacles in reverse. They may be being a bit rigid toward the situation, maybe even judgy, and jealous. I feel like this person has some jealousy issues going on too. Like if you are catering to other things or making your colleagues more important than them, or if there's things that you're making more important than them, there is some jealousy creeping in, and they may be tempted to just withdraw, because it's making them feel not so great. Okay. Like, I feel like you're dealing with a little bit of a loner, and they're seeing you as someone that is catering to this and that and these people and those people. And, you know, I feel like this is someone that's like, this ain't my game. I don't even know how to play this game. I feel like you're dealing with a bit of a loner. Yeah. Or someone that even if it's like or you're dealing with like an older person or an older man or someone that, even if you got a lot going on and you feel like, why wouldn't you want to be a part of it? This person's feeling like, but I want to be a loner. You know what I mean? I want to kind of sit on the couch and do nothing. Or like you're dealing with a bit of a loner. And I'm not saying they just sit on the couch and do nothing, but they are someone that they like to be alone, or they like their solitude, and they may feel like they've gained enough wisdom in their life. The hermit can be like an older person where they've kind of gained a lot of wisdom. They've done a lot of self-introspection. They know who they are. And that may be causing them to feel like this is just too much for them. Okay. So how they're seeing you, 10 of Wands. So yeah, they do see you as someone that's got a lot on your plate. They may see you as someone that's quite responsible, a hard worker. You really give it your all. You go the extra mile in whatever you do. Why the 10 of Wands? 8 of Wands in reverse. And the 3 of Wands in reverse. They may feel like you're trying to take responsibility for not reaching out or not responding, or maybe even being distant. Like this is someone that may feel like you're taking responsibility for being distant, or if there was things going on in your life where you have been distant, or you haven't really been following through, or maybe you've been kind of short-term focused. It's like this person may feel like you're taking responsibility for being short-term focused, or holding back, or being distant, or even, you know, blocking them, or like distancing yourself. Eight of Pentacles, like they see you as someone that's like hard at work, like Emperor. Wow, Lovers. Okay, Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor. They feel like you're very motivated to master something, or very motivated to get a promotion, or very motivated on your position. Like they see you as someone that has the capability to kind of do your own thing. Like you're very, I don't know, they get like boss-like material from you, or you're someone that is like a business owner, maybe something like that. They may see you as someone that has a lot of people that depend on you also. They may feel like you have a lot of people that depend on you. But yeah, they may feel like you're trying to take responsibility. You know, maybe every day they message you after they get off work and you never answer till like 10 p.m. And it's like they're starting to become aware that maybe you just got too much going on because you never seem to be available. Or if it's a relationship, it's someone that may be feeling, do you know what, maybe I should just be alone or be single because you clearly got a lot going on, and that's cool. I don't feel like they're holding it against you. I just feel like this person's in a space where they feel like what they want and what you want is not the same, and they may feel the need to withdraw because they feel like it's a lot of chaos, and they feel like you tend to put a lot on your plate, where they feel like you don't really have room for anything else. So kind of like that. Now, action I plan on taking, 3 of Pentacles. So this is someone that is like being cooperative, where they're being a team player. If it is a colleague, it's someone that could be trying to, you know, keep things professional, you know. Why the 3 of Pentacles? Oh, Page of Pentacles. Okay, well, let's see. King of Pentacles in reverse. And the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, well, never mind. I feel like this is someone that is willing to cooperate with you, or they're kind of being cool with you. Ultimately, I feel like the situation just creates a lot of insecurity with this person, and also kind of tires them. Like, I don't feel like this person has the energy, because this is someone that's learning more about you, or learning more about your plan, or learning about things that maybe you're involving yourself with. And it's causing them to feel the need to be cautious when it comes to, can I afford Libra? Can I legitimately afford to be with Libra? Or do I even fit in with these people? Do I even fit in with that lifestyle that Libra is trying to create? Something like that. And it's kind of exhausting them. Honestly, just the thought of being with you kind of exhausts them a little bit. And I feel like again, the more they learn about you or something along those lines, the more they feel the need to be cautious when it comes to, do I even have the energy for this? Or do I even want this? Something like that. Now, I do feel like they're being a team player. Like if it's a relationship, you know, they're doing their part. Like I don't feel like they're being a dick, but I do feel like they're taking a cautious approach to something that they're learning that is creating a lot of insecurity. Six of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know. I just feel like this person's trying to be cooperative with you. I don't really see a whole lot of like direct action or communication. It's just someone that's being cautious around, can I afford Libra? Or does Libra really value me? Or they're trying to be cautious about something that is out of balance. I also feel like the more that this person learns about you, the more they become insecure in the situation. Like, oh, wow, you're really successful. I don't know. For some reason, this person feels like you're really successful or there's something intimidating them. Either way, I just feel like this person is keeping things civil or they're just being cooperative. I don't see them. Give me a little bit more as to what they're doing. Six of Swords in reverse. Like, I feel like they're not really moving on from the situation directly, but they're also not really submitting to the situation. The Six of Swords in reverse can kind of sense that things probably won't get better, okay, or they sense trouble coming. If you're in a relationship, they sense that, okay, whatever you're getting involved with is going to require more money from them, or it's going to require more time from them, something like that. It's like someone that is like sensing like things are not going to get better. So even though they're not mentally moved on from the situation or anything like that, I don't see them submitting to it. They're having a hard time going with the flow because they feel like, what's the point in going with the flow when I don't see this getting better, okay? What is Libra's feelings for this person? Eight of Cups. Do you even care about this person? For real, for real? Eight of Cups. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the Ace of Swords. I don't even know if you really have strong feelings for this person anyways, or you're not really bothered. If you do have feelings, you can easily separate yourself from them because you're kind of focused on walking toward throwing yourself into your work, throwing yourself into your status, something along those lines. I don't know, you're quite detached. You're feeling quite detached from the situation. You may be feeling somewhat of disappointment. Because you may feel disappointed that this person isn't supporting you financially. Like, for example, you may be realizing that this person is like abandoning you when it comes to tending to something financially, like if you were already in a long-term relationship. So you may be disappointed, but you're still in a space of like, well, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to figure it out. If you're not in a relationship, I don't feel like you're really that invested. You're quite detached. You're focused on your business, your money. If there has been some type of infidelity going on, I don't really feel like you have a whole lot of remorse about it. Five of Wands. I don't know. I feel like a lot of you just have inner conflict because you feel like this person isn't supporting you. So you feel like you have to make a decision quick because, okay, now I don't have the support of this person, so I have to make a decision quick to kind of cut this off. Whether you feel like they just don't support who you are or they're not supporting you in a literal way, something like that. So you feel like I got to make a decision quick. Highly underwhelming, okay? I don't feel like you're that bothered. You're underwhelmed. But you could be dealing with a Virgo, Aries, Scorpio. Could be any sign, though, as far as elements go. I thought I brought a bottle of water with me. Whatever. All right, Scorpio. Oh, my mouth is dry. Everybody gives and receives love in a different way. So what you think is true love may not be what someone else thinks is true love. So let's not ever convince ourselves that we know how someone else should love, or how we know how we should be loved. And that's all we can hold our standards to. We know what we need. We can't guarantee someone is going to give that to us. And we can't even force someone to give that to us in the way we need. Really. We really can't. All right. What do we have for Scorpio? You have to think, is someone's best self what you need? Because if their best self, or they're showing up in their best self, and that's still not what you need, there's a problem. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the time to take accountability for why are you committing to someone that doesn't even exist? Because even their best self isn't what you need, isn't what you want. Or you start to become manipulative, and you start to get blood on your hands because now you're manipulating the situation and throwing out bad energy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So if you're in a situation because you don't have a choice, then that is what it is. And then you can kind of, I was actually going to make a video on that, not about that, but anyways, moving on. We're getting distracted. Sometimes, especially with the economy and stuff, sometimes there is ongoing battles, and like how to deal with ongoing battles, because we all have them in one way or the other at some point in our life. And there's a method. Okay, what do we have for Scorpio? What is Scorpio's feelings for the Scorpio? Or what is Scorpio's person's feelings for the Scorpio? 3 shuffles. All right. And this person's feelings, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. How they're seeing you, the 3 of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles in reverse for their action. All right. So 7 of Pentacles in reverse for this feelings. 7 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This person may feel a little bit unsure as to whether this is going to go anywhere, because they feel like they're not really receiving any return on anything. I feel like this person wonders if they're wasting their time, or if they would be wasting their time investing into you. Why the 7 of Pentacles in reverse? With the 2 of Cups in reverse and the 6 of Wands in reverse. So Scorpio, I feel like this person feels like they're wasting their time, because they feel like the reason you're not connecting with them, and the reason you're not giving them any attention or showing up, or the reason why maybe they feel they may feel like you have a pride issue, okay, I'm just gonna say it, or they feel like you're refusing to swallow your pride, and that's why you refuse to connect with them, or you go out of your way not to connect with them. They do feel like the 2 of you are in some type of literal disconnect, but they feel like it's because you refuse to swallow your pride, okay? And I feel like they feel like things are a bit scattered between the 2 of you, and they may feel like they're wasting their time, or would be wasting their time waiting on this, because you either don't appreciate them, or you don't agree with them, or the 2 of you can't get along, or pride, you know, egos clash between the 2 of you. 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands in reverse. I feel like this person like finds themselves longing for you. 4 of Wands in reverse can be like homesick, or there's like a longing for you, but there's also an underlying sort of truth that causes this person to kind of keep to themselves or remain in disconnect, to protect their peace. Okay, so I don't know, I feel like this person wonders if they'd be wasting their time investing into this, because they feel like even when they have invested into it, they never really received a lot in return, and they may feel like there was a failed attempt that potentially ended abruptly, or ended with some type of disrespect, and they may feel like you refuse to follow your pride. How they're seeing you, 3 of Swords. They may feel like you have a tendency to like isolate yourself. They may feel like you're dealing with some type of heartache or pain, or you're refusing to let go of some type of betrayal. But they may feel like you deal with betrayal or frustrating thoughts with isolating yourself. And that may cause them to feel like, what's the point in investing into this when Scorpio isn't like trying to work this out or something like that? Because yeah, they may very well feel like you are feeling hurt either by them or something else. But they feel like you have a tendency to isolate yourself or continuously remove yourself from the environment. Every time they come to say hi to you or something, they feel like you just keep removing yourself from the environment. Why the Three of Swords? They may also feel like you're holding on to a third party. The Sun. Five of Wands in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So they may feel like you've expressed something pertaining to like you don't want the drama, or you're not competing, or you don't want to argue about it. They may also feel like you're optimistic around a solution pertaining to your financial insecurity that has you entangled with other things. Okay, so they may feel like you're entangling yourself with other things or other people because you feel quite optimistic that that is the solution to something that's causing some insecurity, either financially or whatever. So when it comes to them, they may feel like you're feeling torn in regards to some type of superficial view that maybe they have given you. But in the same sense, they feel, to be quite honest with you, Scorpio, this person may feel like you feel right now in this time in your life that the solution to everything is money, people that can help you financially, or you're kind of throwing yourself into other connections because they low-key may feel like you're not even single. Or they feel like you're looking at them as someone that is not even single. And from their perspective, they feel like you're refusing to swallow your pride about it because it's like, what else were they supposed to do? Because that was the solution to something pertaining to their responsibilities or something like that. So someone here is not single, or someone here is clear on what the solution is to their financial insecurities, but it has them entangled in a superficial view in their work environment, or a superficial view when it comes to their love life, and they feel like that could be you, and you're choosing to kind of, keep your thoughts to yourself about it, or self-remove yourself from them to entertain that, or they feel like you refuse to swallow your pride because that's what they're doing, okay? But in the same sense, Scorpio, this person feels like, well, how am I supposed to invest into you? From their perspective, I'm not saying they're all about money, but they are feeling like it would be a poor investment for me to invest all my energy into a person that I can't even rely on, in a practical sense. Okay, this is someone that's thinking practically, and they feel like you refuse to swallow your pride in something pertaining to that, okay? I'm so sorry, my mouth is dry, and I forgot to bring my water down. Actually, do you know what it is, a dehumidifier? I bought like a really good dehumidifier, because it's been super humid, and I think I should probably turn it off. Maybe it's getting too dry. But anyways, so actions person plans on taking, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Why the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? For actions person plans on taking. They don't see an opportunity. This is someone that is not offering you an opportunity because they don't see an opportunity. And there's too much financial insecurity, or too much... Why the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? With the Two of Swords in reverse. So they feel like their decision, they feel like you already made a decision for them, or they feel like their decisions are limited, okay, which has them being pessimistic when it comes to offering you anything. Because they feel like you either have insecurities toward them financially, or they have insecurities toward you financially when it comes to, okay, well, this is not practical. Like, even if I want you, I can't have you because, you live with your mom, or you don't want to move out of your mom's because you're saving money apparently, or something like that. Like, this person feels like you're not offering me anything, or they feel unable to offer you anything, or you get the point. Two of Swords in reverse, Seven of Cups. So I don't know. I feel like this person is potentially choosing to just kind of keep their options open with the Star. It's like they're at peace with that because they feel like there's nothing here right now, at least, or they feel like it's not the right time. Because I feel like they're at peace with, you know, just kind of going another way. What is Scorpio's feelings for this person? What is Scorpio's feelings for this person? The Knight of Swords and the Empress? The Hangman in reverse? Justice in reverse? Well, I feel like you feel like there would be opportunity for growth, but you may be kind of going against the flow of that opportunity because of something you're refusing to see from a different perspective. Because the Hangman in reverse is someone that is aware that potentially them acting on something in such a way will cause them to miss an opportunity or have some type of loss of some sort, but you're in a space where you're not willing to see something from a different perspective, so you're open to kind of doing something that would end the stagnancy in your life. You see opportunity for growth, but you're very focused on either receiving support or you're very focused on your kiddos and you feel like you need to do what's best for your kiddos. Makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Or you're very focused on, I don't know, I feel like the Hangman in reverse is someone that just kind of, there's not enough interest to you know, surrender something that would give them some type of like, that would resolve something that could help them move forward in life, something along those lines. You're not willing to see something from a different perspective. I don't know, why that Knight of Swords? The Seven of Wands. See, I feel like you're kind of pushing this person away because there's something you're protecting. You're very focused on taking the high road or doing whatever you need to do to support yourself or support your children. And you're very focused on that, and you don't really give a shit what anyone has to say about it. Honestly, with the Hangman in reverse, I don't really feel like there's enough interest, or you lost interest. Why the Hangman in reverse? With the Lovers and the Seven of Swords. I feel like you're sacrificing this connection, for real. But it's because of maternal influence or it's because you're receiving support. Hangman in reverse, that's like sacrifice. You're sacrificing this connection. Four of Wands in reverse. You're not interested in making the choice necessary. There's a choice that you would feel is necessary and you're not interested in making that choice. You do feel like there's opportunity for growth, but either you can't find a place to live or you're feeling unwelcomed or something like that. Like there's something that you're kind of choosing to take the high road on to protect your position or to protect what's yours, to protect your children. And you're happy with that choice. You're happy even if it causes a missed opportunity. This could be someone that is offering you to live with them, for example, but you're like, no, that wouldn't be good for my kids, something like that. Sorry if you don't understand. But you're feeling pretty confident in your like stance on the position. So yes, you feel a strong connection with this person, but you're kind of sacrificing it. You kind of had a heart-to-heart with yourself and said, no, that's not going to be good for my family. That's not going to be good. It's not going to be good right now. Yes, you felt something, but it's not good for you. But you could be dealing with a Taurus. We have Gemini, Leo, Aquarius. You're communicating. Yeah, I don't feel like you're backing down on this situation. I don't know what's going on, but all right, Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius universe? What is Sagittarius's person's feelings for the Sagittarius? Three more. What is Sagittarius's person's feelings for the Sagittarius? Three shuffles. Let's get Ambassador Scorpio. In their feelings, Sagittarius, Eight of Swords in reverse. How they're seeing you, Eight of Pentacles. Action they plan on taking, Six of Swords. All right. So in their feelings, Eight of Swords in reverse. They're kind of getting out of their head about the situation. They are seeing the red flags, okay? But they're kind of getting out of their head a little bit. I don't know. I got to clarify that before I talk on it. Why the Eight of Swords in reverse? Why the Eight of Swords in reverse for Sagittarius' person's feelings? This Three of Wands in reverse comes out today for everybody, which is an odd card to come out. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's so weird. It's coming out for everybody. Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, seeing the red flags. Three of Wands in reverse talks about like being short-term focused, you know, lacking a long-term plan or having a hard time envisioning a future with someone, you know, lacking the patience, getting sick of waiting, or again, just being very short-term focused. Three of Wands in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, this is someone, Sag, that they're trying to not stress too much, or they're trying to not think too much about whether the situation is one-sided, whether they are truly valued or not. If it's a relationship, it's like they may be feeling like something is a little bit one-sided or out of balance or something along those lines. They may also, Sagittarius, be seeing, if it's a relationship, they may be feeling like you're spending a lot of money and it's kind of stressing them out. They're trying to not stress, but they're seeing like issues with that because it's not really, like this is like short-term focus on spending a lot of money or spending more than you're making, something along those lines. Or if you're not, or there's something about something not being in balance and they're seeing red flags, but they're trying to not think about it too much. If you're not in a relationship, this is someone that does feel like they value you more than you value them or whatever it may be. But it's like they're trying to not think about it too much. They're trying to not think. They're trying to not think. Okay, they see, okay, when I open, it's like they see the red flags, but they're trying to not think about it. You know what I'm saying? But they do feel like something's like one-sided or something like that. Okay? Or they may feel like you're taking advantage of them. Or they feel like you don't value them, something like that. So, how they're seeing you, Eight of Pentacles. So they do see you working on something. They do see you as, I don't know, let's clarify that before I talk. Okay. Why the Eight of Pentacles? For how they're seeing Sagittarius. Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Nine of Swords. All right. All right, so Sagittarius, this person may be seeing you kind of just working on something, or you're busy with work, or you're very motivated to master something pertaining to Knight of Swords in reverse. That's like someone that's kind of following the lead, pertaining to subjects of gossip, pertaining to your own anxieties, your own thoughts. Like, for example, they may feel like you're putting an effort in the relationship, or you're working on something, but whatever you're working on, even if that is a relationship, they feel like your motivation is an inferiority complex, where you're following the lead pertaining to a subject of gossip, or it's kind of like you're jumping on a bandwagon of something. This kind of feels like jumping on a bandwagon. Knight of Swords in reverse is a card of being a follower, having an inferiority complex, you know, having a hard time, you know, going against the flow to kind of speak your truth or say what you need to say. It's like they may feel like you have a tendency to think worst case scenario, or you have fears associated with being the subject of gossip. So you're working on something, but they feel like whatever you're working on is kind of derived from either an inferiority complex you have within yourself, or an inferiority complex you have within the relationship. Like, for example, if you're trying to better yourself or work on the relationship, they feel like it stemmed from, you know, feeling some type of inferiority complex to some degree. So even though they feel like you're working on it, 10 of Pentacles. I don't know. I feel like this person just sees you with good intentions. It's almost like they're questioning, what is the root here? What is the deep rooted motive for your intentions? Okay, because they feel like you're not directly trying to do anything negatively, but they may feel like you're either jumping on a bandwagon of something, or you're just kind of going with the flow, being a little bit more submissive in a relationship to some degree, because you're thinking worst case scenario, or you have some type of inferiority complex. So you're working on something, but it's almost like some of you too, Sagittarius, the Knight of Swords in reverse is a card of a criminal. So I'm not going to lie, some of you, they may feel like you have a reputation of being a criminal. So they may feel like you're trying to work on your reputation to some degree. Or even if your reputation isn't being a criminal, maybe it's you have a reputation for, the Knight of Swords in reverse can be someone that gets in a lot of open fights, right? They have a lot of road rage. They curse people off. They may feel like you're working on your mouth. You know what I mean? Knight of Swords in reverse can be an energy that gets us involved with crime, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like crime or being a criminal. But they may feel like you're working on your reputation, but I feel like this person is questioning, what is your true motivation here? Is it truly because you want to change, or is it because... So I don't know, I feel like this person is seeing the red flags, especially if this is a new person. They're kind of like one eye open, but like they're giving you the benefit of the doubt, I feel. Like, not literally one eye open, but it's like, I feel like this person is trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Because they may be seeing, the Six of Pentacles in reverse can talk about being a suck up, right? It's a card of being a kiss ass. And they may feel like they're seeing the red flags associated with short-term focus around kiss ass type of energy. They may feel like you're being a bit of a kiss ass. But they're not sure. Again, this could all be projection, right? This could all be them just assuming, because maybe you did have an era where you were a certain way, and now they feel like you're trying to work on yourself. But they do feel like you're trying to work on yourself or master yourself, or you're doing something with your work. If this is involving your work, they may feel like you're jumping on a bandwagon, okay? Like you're becoming part of a pyramid scheme, or you're doing something affiliated with this because you were influenced or something like that. So action this person plans on taking is a Six of Swords. They're kind of going with the flow, okay? This is someone that's kind of like putting a lot of shit out of sight, out of mind, going with the flow. They're kind of submitting to whatever's going on. I don't see them trying to add their 2 cents, really. It's just like, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's go to eat. It's like they're just going with the flow. With the Knight of Pentacles, they are taking a cautious approach. They are interested in you, Sag. That's the thing, right? With the Lovers. They authentically feel a connection with you. They authentically do. But they do feel like they need to be cautious when it comes to those major choices associated with the two of you. So they're going with the flow. They are interested. They're wanting to take things slow. Okay? They're wanting to take things slow. But they do strongly feel a connection with you with the Chariot in reverse. So they don't really know how this is going to play out. They're just kind of going with the flow. They're taking a cautious approach. They are willing to put in the work, but it is kind of someone that is making you wait, or it's kind of someone that is wanting to see something, right? They're wanting to see if this is, I don't know what they're waiting on, but the Knight of Pentacles can kind of take a slow approach. Are you willing to put in the work? Or again, it's kind of like someone that has their coin or whatever they're offering you as like an ultimatum to some degree. And I'm not saying they're being greedy with that. They're just aware that something pertaining to the two of you would be a major choice. So whether this person could be wondering if they want to move for you too, or something pertaining to moving, or a vehicle, or pertaining to moving things forward. They feel like it would require some type of major choice. The Lover's card can be a choice that changes the course of our life. So this person may be really interested in you, but wanting to take things slow, because again, there's red flags that they're seeing. They see you motivated to work on it. And they're just kind of going with it. I don't know. They are submitting to the situation. Like if it's a new thing, it's someone that is connecting with you, but they're not saying anything too confrontational. It's someone that just wants to see where it goes because they have no idea where it's going. Chariot in reverse. And they're trying to be cautious about being coerced in a certain direction. And they're trying to be cautious about making any major choices. So, okay. What is Sagittarius feelings for this person? Seven of Swords. Empress in reverse. You may be trying to play your cards right because you feel like things aren't really going anywhere. You could be feeling irritated. Ooh, King of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. So you're feeling the need to be strategic around... Like, I feel like you're feeling somewhat irritated. Oh, for some of you, you may be feeling irritated because you feel unsupported, and this person may be like, I'm willing to support you, but I want to make sure this is really what you want to do. Like, for example, if you want to buy a vehicle, okay, this person's in the space of, I don't mind doing that, but can we like be patient or play this out or see see if you're really going to get that job, something like that. Like, this is someone that, or if it's a new person, this is someone that is interested in you. You may be a little bit irritated because you feel like this person low-key doesn't support something that you're doing. So you may find yourself feeling the need to be strategic or play your cards right. And you may be also quite frustrated because you feel like this person is either being mean or you feel like they're being judgy, okay? So you may be feeling a bit irritated because you feel like this person is not supporting you, or something is making you feel like they're skeptical. And that's causing a lot of insecurities within you, which is causing a lot of frustration, but you're still in a space of trying to play your cards right. I mean, why the Seven of Swords? The Fool in reverse. Hermit in reverse. I don't know, it's kind of like that energy where you may be feeling the need to withdraw from the situation to kind of show them what you're made of. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't think this is going to work out? Watch me, bitch. Okay? Not really, don't say that. But, or it's like you're kind of feeling like something about the situation is making you feel foolish. Whether you feel like they're literally making you feel foolish or it's making you feel some type of way. So it kind of gets under your skin a little bit. Or if it's a new person, it could be someone that's a bit skeptical for whatever reason, whether you have a history or whether you said some things, and you may feel the need to kind of withdraw from the situation because it makes you feel like this person doesn't truly support you. And you may be like in a space of like wanting to, I feel like you kind of want to like show this person what you're about, or you feel like they don't take you seriously, or you're lacking faith, you're feeling the need to withdraw. But that's your way with the Seven of Swords to be able to do what you want, right? Or get away with the Seven of Swords talk is someone that's trying to get away with something, or it's someone that is in denial about something in their life. Hermit in reverse can be ignoring the facts. There could be something you're in denial about when it comes to whether someone doesn't support you. But either way, you still feel the need to play your cards right. Like even if it's a new person, maybe they're making a comment about what you do for work. So it's like kind of kills the buzz, okay? I don't know, you're trying to play your cards right. I don't know, you're feeling not the best, okay? Frustrated, there's a lack of spark. I don't know. I don't get a whole lot of feelings for you, I'm not gonna lie. Just give me one more for saddest feelings. It's more strategy. Ace of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling the need to detach from this person because you don't really feel like they support you, and you're kind of walking away with irritation or feeling the need to withdraw and show them what you're made of, but it has like a hint, an undertone of like irritation. Watch me, bitch, okay? I don't know, something like that. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. We also have Cancer, Virgo, Aries, Taurus. Could be any sign as far as omens go. Husa. Anyway, quick now. Love your readings. I'm not, but thank you for the compliments, Mr. Kaiser. Hey, Corbell. What's good? So we will be doing Capricorn next after my smokeroo. It's a beautiful day, though. I'm kind of excited to kind of get out and enjoy it. I thought it was going to be raining all day. Oh, my bad. I'm in New Brunswick, Canada. But hi, Kelly Cab. So I had some watermelon earlier, and then a Baby Bell, like you guys know Baby Bell keys or whatever, which I never eat those, but for some reason I just grabbed one. And I probably shouldn't have ate that because it wasn't lactose free. You guys are quiet as fuck. You're just like me. I mean, I guess you're in my algorithm for a reason. Your viewers have a lot to do with the type of person you are. That's so interesting about the internet. You just ate watermelon too? Yeah, I've been trying to eat it every day. I did have some eggs. You eat eggs too? Wow. Good choice. Solid. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't even really like eggs. I've discovered ways to make them taste a little bit more enjoyable, but I just force myself to eat them because they're good for me and it's the best source of vitamin D. I started eating eggs like loyally back in 2020, like loyally. I'll have like 4 eggs plus a yolk every day. I mean, I didn't always have 4 eggs plus a yolk, but I usually at least eat 3 or 4 eggs a day. Oh, watermelon. Yeah, I've been trying to eat watermelon more, especially in the summer. It's been so humid and it's like dehydrating. It gets hydrating, but dehydrating, especially when you go on your walks and it's hydrating. All right. Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? What is Capricorn's person's feelings for the Capricorn? Four shuffles. Two more. What is Capricorn's person's feelings for the Capricorn? Three shuffles. Ace of Swords in reverse for their feelings. 6 of Pentacles with how they're seeing you. Knight of Cups in reverse for their action. All right, so Capricorn and their feelings. They're thinking quite negatively about something. They may be, because they are seeing you as a 6 of Pentacles. I don't know, I feel like this person has a hard time seeing the positive in you. I'm not going to lie. Like, this is someone that is potentially feeling a lack of closure. Or there's some type of inner truth that this person has that has them having a hard time knowing how to talk to you or start a conversation with you. They could be thinking negatively about the situation. They could be feeling oppressed with an inner truth about something also. Why the Ace of Swords in reverse for this person's feelings? With the 8 of Cups in reverse. And the 10 of Swords. So they're lacking closure, Capricorn, and I feel Like they're a bit annoyed. I want to say this person's a bit annoyed because they may be seeing you as someone that is settling in a situation, or you're trying to be emotionally mature about a situation. But whatever you're doing, which they perceive to be like, okay, Capricorn's being emotionally mature. Capricorn's being emotionally mature. They're like emotionally mature, or Capricorn is settling. Capricorn must be settling, or Capricorn must be just tending to me because they feel obligated to me. If you're with them, they just feel like you just feel obligated to me. If you're not with them, they feel like, okay, you're being mature. It's like they're having a hard time coping with something that is making them feel a betrayal, or that is making them feel like things are done. Okay, there may be some mental blocks also, like they could be having a hard time accepting some type of truth about something, about about your motives even, because yeah, they do feel like you're being emotionally mature about a situation. They may low-key feel like you're settling, but the settling aspect, whether it's with someone else or with them, is making them feel like things are done, or they're having a hard time coping with the thought of you settling with them, or that's the only reason apparently you're with them. Or if they're viewing you as like a newbie, okay, they're a newbie, they're having a hard time thinking positively about you, and I don't know why, okay? You may be dealing with someone with a victim mentality, or they've just been hurt so many times in their life. They can't register someone that's just being nice. I don't know. But they are seeing you as someone that is trying to be mature, take emotional responsibility, or you're participating in a situation in your life in a way where you're trying to take emotional responsibility for others, or be mature about others involved, but it's making them feel like, I don't know, they're having a hard time coping with it for whatever reason. Very odd. Because how they're seeing you as a Six of Pentacles, so maybe just seeing you as like a very generous person, maybe a humanitarian in some way. Maybe you're involving yourself with charities or helping someone, or they see you giving into a situation, even in a transactional way, in relationships or whatever it may be. They see you like being very generous, or you're a generous person, or you're a very giving person. If you have offered some type of help to them, or even given them something, gifted them something, for whatever reason, they may be like thinking negatively on it. I'm not gonna lie. Why the Six of Pentacles for how they're viewing Capricorn? They may be seeing you like giving into other situations too, that is making them feel betrayed. Like, oh, you're being so nice to your ex. You're being emotionally mature. You're being most emotionally mature. Oh, look at Capricorn being emotionally mature. I can't help it. Devil in reverse. Oh, see, this person feels like the reason you're being generous is to kind of reassert control in a situation. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this person may also feel like you're involved with someone in your life that isn't truly reaping what they sown, because you're kind of catering to them, like you're helping them, you're being generous about a situation, you're helping out a loved one maybe, and this person's looking at you like, why are you helping them? They kind of made their own bed, let them lay in it. Something like that. Like they may be seeing you as like being generous in a situation, but they're looking at you like, why? They made their own bed, let them lay in it. Okay? Or if you're in a relationship, this person just sees you being generous to kind of keep the peace. Six of Pentacles is like, yeah, you're doing the garbage, you're helping out with bills, stuff like that. But they may feel like when it comes to further investment, you're not really wanting to partake in anything further, or you're not really wanting to make long-term plans, or something along those lines. They may feel like you're literally helping people that made their own bed. Like maybe they see you, I don't know, I feel like this person is thinking negatively about someone you're helping, or something you're involving yourself in. They do see you as a very generous person, a humanitarian. But like I feel like they're thinking negatively on it. They're having a hard time coping with it. Very weird. I don't think I've ever had that storyline before ever. Okay. I feel like they feel like they're thinking negatively on it. I mean, maybe they don't know how to talk to you because you're participating in an experience that, because of inner truths that they're holding on to about someone else or about themselves, they're having a hard time giving into that situation. Like you may be dealing with someone that's dealing with a lot of blockages. I don't know, they're confused. Why are you helping that person? I feel like this person's confused as to why you're helping them. So in their mind, they're kind of creating a reason. Like, oh, you're just being emotionally mature with your ex, right? I know you're fucking, you know what I'm saying? Something that, or they may feel like you're receiving something more. It's like you're doing it for a reason. You're doing it for attention. You're doing it because your partner's giving you more than you lead on, or or someone else is giving you something. Like they may feel like you're doing it for the wrong reasons. But now with the Ace of Swords in reverse, that's just their inner thoughts. And the Ace of Swords in reverse can lead to like heavy negative thoughts about a situation. And they're having a hard time coping with your emotional maturity. That's how they're looking at it, probably. They're probably like, oh, look at Capricorn. Oh, yeah, they're just helping out their ex, sure. They probably cheated on them, and that's why they're being so nice. Right. Something like that. I'm sorry. So, yeah, they're not really thinking very positively on it, or they just feel left out because of it. Now, action this person plans on taking, Knight of Cups in reverse. They're not being emotionally mature. They're not. That's someone that's being quite moody. That's someone that is emotionally triggered. That's someone that is in and out emotionally, or they're having a hard time being inspired to pursue the situation. Why the Knight of Cups in reverse? Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person feels like you're promiscuous, or this person's kind of like, I feel like this person's in a mood about something, okay? They either feel like you are not reciprocating emotionally, or this person may feel the need to withdraw their love or support, or they're simply just in a mood. Why? Because they feel like you're promiscuous, or they're feeling like there's some type of like vanity. It's like they feel like there's some type of like vanity in something you're participating in, pertaining to a third party, a friend, or a party. Oh, you're just going to the party. I don't know. They're having a hard time with the Hermit. So this person sees you like having fun, connecting with someone, optimistic in life, but they feel like it's vain, Page of Cups in reverse. So it has this person in a mood or trying to emotionally influence you, trying to, you know, get their digs in, you know, maybe being vindictive about something that you're partaking in. You could be literally just online, just having a good time, or celebrating something, or connecting with people. And this person is like, Capricorn, I know what you did. You know what I'm saying? I know what you did. I don't know. I feel like they're trying to withdraw from the situation, but they are emotionally triggered by something you're participating in. Now, that participation could simply be your own joy or something you're celebrating. You know, maybe you're receiving a payout here for something that you're doing, or you're receiving some type of generosity for something you're doing, or something is working out for you. And it's like they're having a hard time being happy for you or connecting with you emotionally. I feel like you're just dealing with someone that feels like nobody's that nice. It's one of those types of people, and they feel like there is some, like, they feel like what you're doing is in vain kind of thing. It's for an image, or oh, you're just helping that guy. Yeah, you're probably fucking him, or something like that. Like there's something you're participating in. Whether you are, I don't know. I don't feel like they have the right truth though. Like, I don't know, they're being quite moody. They're being moody. They're emotionally bothered, okay? Their emotions are bothered because they're, so I don't know, they may say things or try to communicate with you indirectly around vain people. Or it's like they may be posting a meme, oh, or something like that. I don't know what they would post, but it's like someone that may be trying to like involve like a social media influence, or they are now also participating with some type of third party, and they're kind of like there's petty gossip, or they're sharing something indirectly that reflects a mood or something that causes them to feel bothered. Okay, so I don't like it. I don't like it, but let's see what your feelings are toward this person. The Three of Wands, okay. The Two of Swords. The Moon. You're getting bad energy from this person. I feel like you're a little bit in your head about this person. So this may be someone that you have a stale energy with, okay? This could be a stalemate, where you feel like things have gone stale. There hasn't been a whole lot of action between the two of you. I feel like you can envision a future with this person. You could be waiting on a decision, or you're waiting on a decision, or you're waiting for this person to be more rational with their thought process. Because you do sense like bad energy. Now the Moon can have a hard time sometimes deciphering, okay, this is what I'm feeling about this person, but maybe there's something deeper here. Maybe they just need some love, okay? Or maybe they're just going through something. I feel like you're kind of waiting or seeing what happens. I feel like you're waiting on a decision. Five of Pentacles. So this could be someone that made you feel out in the cold, or this is someone that maybe you feel abandoned by. You feel abandoned by this person. So you feel like things are kind of stuck and stale. There's still a part of you that is waiting on something. You're sensing bad energy with this person, but you're not really sure what to make of it. Like, can I trust this person? Can I trust being vulnerable with this person? Should I initiate communication? Should I move forward with this connection because I'm sensing something's a little off? I don't feel like you know what to feel about this situation, because it left you high and dry, or it keeps leaving you high and dry, or things have gone stuck and stagnant. You could be waiting on a decision pertaining to something. You can see a future with this person, but you're not sure. So you don't trust this person. Five of Swords. You feel like bad energy. You feel bad energy. You may feel like this person like tries to like ruin your reputation. Five of Swords can be someone that feels threatened, or there's some type of conflict or disagreement amongst the two of you pertaining to something that happened in the past, and now there's this awkward, stale energy. So I feel like you feel like you need some type of communication from this person, or you need more direct communication from this person, because you don't know. You don't know what to feel about them. I feel like you're starting to get the gist that this person like doesn't really want to see you do good, you know, or doesn't, or almost wants harm on you, or like wants you to feel some type of way, or wants you to be miserable. Especially if they left you out in the cold, you may feel like every time you try to move on or make a decision to move on, then all of a sudden they try to ruin that for you, or something like that. You don't get good energy from this person. I mean, I don't blame you, okay? But you could be dealing with another Capricorn. We also have Virgo, Pisces, and Cancer. But it could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Aquarius. What happened to my mouth? My mouth is in construction. I will have my tea soon enough. I'm in the middle of that, so. Oh my, what a disgrace. There's criminals and pedophiles running the world, but what a disgrace. Your teeth? Don't get me going. Dumb people. All right, what do we have for Aquarius? What is Aquarius's person's feelings for the Aquarius? What is Aquarius's person's feelings for the Aquarius? 2 more. Okay, in their feelings, Aquarius, 4 of Pentacles, how they're seeing you, 2 of Cups in reverse. Action they plan on taking, the Hangman. All right, Aquarius, in their feelings, 4 of Pentacles. They're feeling the need to play it safe with you. Do they see you as valuable? Yes. Okay, this person doesn't want to lose you, or they want to obtain you. Okay, they do see you as valuable, but they also feel the need to play it safe with you for whatever reason. Why the 4 of Pentacles? I mean, they could be holding on to deep-rooted issues that make them feel like they need to play it safe, but it doesn't have to be the case. Why the 4 of Pentacles? With the Page of Pentacles, okay. One more. Oh, the 4 of Wands and the 7 of Cups in reverse. All right. So, okay, the Page of Pentacles, they're seeing you as like an ideal mate for them, honestly. 4 of Wands. I feel like this person is trying to create a safe space, okay? Or this is someone that is trying to create opportunity. It's like they may be trying to run into you in town, or they're trying to, it's like this person wants to run into you. They don't want to lose you, but they are feeling the need to play it safe because of some type of reality they know about, or they may feel like, low-key, you're just not an option, okay? They may feel like you're not an option. If you live with this person, this is someone that is trying to, you know, keep things light in the home, or keep the peace in the home, or they're doing a lot of work in the home, or cleaning up the house, you know, potentially because you may have given them a bit of a reality check associated with being more frugal, needing to be more careful when it comes to money, stuff like that. So if this is a relationship, they may feel like you've given them some type of talk about money. So they've kind of become a bit more, or they're trying to be a little bit more frugal or play it safe, and they are willing to resolve something in hopes to keep the peace or keep the family together. Now, even if it wasn't about money, they may feel like you've given them a bit of a reality check associated with deep-rooted issues, or something that made this person feel like, okay, I got to play it safe. Something like that. Maybe you guys are saving to buy a house. That could be it too. If you're not in a relationship, this person is seeing you as an ideal mate, but they feel like they feel the need to play it safe. Either because they feel like you're not an option, or they're trying to be realistic right now about their own home and living situation. But it's like they are observing you, or it's like the more they learn about you, the more it makes them happy, or the more they want to connect with you, or, you know, be a part of your life. And it's like someone that is trying to either, like I said, like it kind of feels like if they know you go to a certain gym, they're going to show up at that gym, that type of energy. So they're playing it safe. They see you as an ideal mate. But they may feel like, because they're seeing you as the 2 of Cups in reverse, which can be someone that seems to be intentionally going out of their way to avoid connecting with someone, okay? They may feel like you also have a tendency to avoid confrontation, okay? The 2 of Cups in reverse can avoid connecting with someone to avoid being bullied, or to avoid you know, being disrespected or to avoid something. Like they may feel like you're low-key trying to avoid a partnership or avoid connecting with them to some degree. If you're in a relationship, they may see you as someone that is kind of in disconnect mode. You're disconnecting. I don't know. I gotta clarify why the Two of Cups in reverse for how they see Aquarius. This person may be like planning to like welcome you to some type of event or party, or they're trying to make you feel welcomed, or they're trying to, like I said, clean up the host, do things around the host if it's a relationship, save money for a host. If you're not in a relationship, this person could also be going through something pertaining to still saving money for a host or trying to find a new place in general. So they may feel like you're not really an option right now, which is why they're playing it safe. It may have nothing to do with you. But Two of Cups in reverse for how they're seeing you. Why the Two of Cups in reverse? Two of Swords in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Well, for one, not Capricorn, Aquarius, this person may feel like you think you know something about them that makes you feel like either that they're not single, okay, which is why they may feel like you're intentionally not connecting with them because they're not single, or you're not single, something like that. Or they feel like you may be quite pessimistic toward them around some type of superficial view. So they may feel like you look at them like, all right, you know what I mean? They may feel like you look at them like, yeah, right. They may feel like, okay, let me backtrack. They may feel like you look at them as someone that is either not single or overly dependent on other people. You know, maybe they live with their mom or something like that. So they may feel like you're intentionally like avoiding connecting with them because of that. If it's a relationship, they feel like you're not really in the mood, and you're being a bit pessimistic toward overspending or someone living above their means, or a lack of style. They may feel like you make comments about their style too, like their literal style. Page of Cups. So I don't know, Aquarius, this person sees you like intentionally disconnecting from them. You made a decision about either you feel like they're giving you a superficial view, or you made a decision about them pertaining to them being overly dependent on other people, or they're overspending or living above their means, something along those lines. So whether you're in a relationship or not, they feel like, okay, I got to play it safe now. You know what I mean? Page of Cups. Like they may feel like you don't really take them seriously. They may feel like you've gestured to something, which makes them feel like you either don't respect them or you don't respect a decision they made, something along those lines. So for some of you, this is someone that could have potentially tried to hook up with you when they were living with someone else or living with their mom, or just broke in general, you know what I mean? Or not single. And now they're actively trying to create opportunity with you by getting more honed in on their reality to obtain the value that they feel you want. I mean, they're trying. I don't feel like it's from mind games. I do feel like they're authentically trying to fix something that's an issue to create opportunity with you. Okay? Because they may feel like you don't really take them seriously, or something along those lines. And they may feel like you're intentionally avoiding connecting with them if you see them in town or whatever, because you feel like they're not single. Or now if you're the one that they feel isn't single, they're in a space of trying to create a better opportunity for you, okay? Because you may have gestured along the lines of feeling insecure in that relationship, okay? So they may be trying to do something really nice for you, you know what I mean? So to try to resolve something or fix something. I kind of like it, you know what I mean? I feel like they're trying to be productive. I don't feel like it's mind games. I feel like it's just derived. It's just derived, sorry, from some type of reality check that they may have received from you, where it's like, okay, that's what you want? Now, whether this is a direct reality check or you just make comments on your social media, something like that, I don't know. They feel like they know what you want and they're trying to make choices necessary to like create opportunity with you. How they're, or action they plan on taking, the Hangman. Hangman. That's honestly not a whole lot of action. That's someone that's kind of in analysis paralysis, or they're still waiting on things. The Temperance. Okay. Eight of Cups. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like they're trying to be patient. I don't really see them emotionally investing into the situation. Because first of all, they don't really feel like you take them seriously right now, or they feel like you are emotionally disconnected, not really being cooperative, because of some type of repetitive pattern that causes you to not really take them seriously, or not want to be bothered with the situation. Whether you're in a relationship or not, they feel like you have emotionally cut the cord, or you're just very distant. It's like you're not really taking something seriously. So if you're in a relationship and they're trying to do something to, you know, work on the home or something like that, they feel like you don't really care. I feel like they're not like reacting to that. It's just someone that's kind of feeling stuck, feeling the need to create something or heal something that's causing you to not really take them seriously. And there's a lot of patience that's required, they feel, or they're trying to, like, something's going to require time. So I don't really get a whole lot of communication this week. Hangman, they're waiting. They're waiting on things. They're waiting. The Temperance can still be impacted by their environment, or it's someone that is kind of aware of the contradictions in the reality currently, right? So like, for example, if you're in a relationship and maybe they're trying to get a job or they're trying to do something, they don't really have the answer yet, but they're like working on it. So they're aware of the contradictions when it comes to, okay, I have the solution. No, the solution isn't made yet, but we can, it's like they may be aware that you don't want to be bothered with like ideas or potential. So it's like they're trying to be patient about something. I don't know, Hangman can be an energy where like someone feels like they're in a bit of time, like of a timeout with you. Like they're in a timeout kind of like, and the only way, it's like they need you to release them from that. They need, or it's like a new perspective has them trying to create or take note of what's bothering you, something like that. They're trying to integrate, they're trying to heal the situation by taking note of how you don't take them seriously surrounding a repetitive. So they're trying to break the pattern, okay? Or they're trying to create something. They're trying to create something on their own. They may feel like you want no involvement in something. Like they may be working on something. Like if you're in a relationship, they may feel like you don't want any involvement in something. So it's like, okay, then I'll do it myself. Okay. I don't know. I feel like they feel like you don't want any involvement. Now, if this is a brand new person on the O side saying like, oh, I know what Aquarius wants. Let me have it. You know what I'm saying? This is someone that may feel, again, they're still in a space where they're in analysis paralysis. They're still learning more about you. They may feel like you're a little bit disappointed or underwhelmed with the situation that you're dealing with at work, or maybe you're like talking about it at work, or there's a situation that you're dealing with other matters of the heart that you feel like, damn, this always happens, or like he always manipulates me, or whatever it may be. It's like they may feel like you're a little bit underwhelmed with an experience, but I don't see any direct action from this person this week. They're trying to work on something, or if it's a relationship, they're trying to create something. They feel like you don't want to be bothered with even them talking about it. I don't know, what is this person, or what is Aquarius's feelings for this person? Like they may feel like they lost your respect. That's the best way I can explain that. Your feelings for this person. 8 of Pentacles. King of Cups kind of came out in reverse. Okay. Well, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're feeling motivated to be wise when it comes to what you give your support to, and I don't feel like you're willing to take any major risks right now. Do you have feelings for this person? I low-key say you do. Yeah, I do feel like you have feelings for this person, Aquarius, but you feel the need to be wise when it comes to what you give your support to, especially if it's requiring a financial investment, or if you're in a place where, like if it's someone you're not in a relationship with. If you're in a relationship with this person, I feel like you do love them, truly, and you may find yourself to be quite overlooking, but you're starting to feel the need to be wise when it comes to making any major risks associated with money or anything that could threaten your financial position. Okay. So if you're not in a relationship with this person, I feel like you're seeing them as someone that I feel like you see them as someone that is qualified to be with you, whatever that means. Or this could be someone you work with too. I don't know. I feel like you're still trying to be wise when it comes to giving your support to the situation, because you may feel like it would require some type of risk. And there's some type of inferiority complex with that Knight of Swords in reverse. You could feel like you could be having a hard time being vulnerable with this person because of things that were said, or you may be having a hard time being vulnerable with this person about like what's causing you to be frustrated in the situation, or what's causing you to hold back, or you may feel, or someone else got an energy like this, I don't remember, but you may be feeling low-key like the Knight of Swords in reverse. I can't remember who else got that. Someone else got that, where I was talking about how that can be the card of like a criminal, or someone that's just kind of, they got a mouth on them, okay? They got a mouth on them, or they're kind of like a criminal. You may feel like this person is like avoiding being vulnerable about some type of crime, or you feel like they're trying to overcome the hardships of something pertaining to something that was said, or a criminal-like behavior. But it's like I still feel like you're being very overlooking about it. Like I feel like you're being overlooking, or it's like you empathize, or you're willing to show your support, but you still feel the need to like focus on your work, or kind of pay mind to your reputation and stuff like that. So you empathize for someone, but you still feel the need to pay mind to your image. So even if it's a partner, like you empathize for them, but it's like, maybe, maybe, like I get that's what you want to do, but it's like, I need to kind of go to work myself and stuff like that. So maybe if you want to do that while I'm gone, I don't know. Or it's like, or if it's a new person, I feel like there's some inferiority complex you have around what this person isn't being vulnerable about, or about criminal activity or something like that. And you're trying to be wise when it comes to your reputation too now. So, but you're still empathizing for them. Like you still like, you feel like you get this person and you do love them, or you're starting to develop a deeper understanding of them with that King of Cups if it's newer. But you're still in a space where like, baby, I gotta focus on my reputation. I gotta focus on my work or something. So it's like, can we keep the cursing to a minimal? Can we keep something to a minimal? Could we tone it back a little bit? Okay. Or could we like offer me something that's not so degrading? Okay. Or something. I don't know. I actually feel like you love this person more than they believe you to. Or I think you respect or empathize for this person more than they believe you to. Sorry, I can't put my words together. But yeah. But yeah, they do want you, or they want to fix it, or keep you. They don't want to lose you. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Pisces or Virgo. But if you're not with this person, like I said, did I give you scenarios? I think I did. I'll just shut up. All right, let's move with Pisces, or go with Pisces. Go with Pisces. Go to Pisces. All right, what do we have for Pisces, universe, spirits, and guides? Pisces. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to move the deck around a little bit. What do we have for Pisces? What is Pisces person's feelings? For the Pisces, 2 more. What is Pisces person's feelings for the Pisces? Three shuffles. Ooh, and their feelings, Pisces, a Judgment. Okay, how they're seeing you, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Action they plan on taking. Okay, that's a little bit intense. Temperance in reverse. Okay, so in this person's feelings, Pisces, the Judgment. The Judgment card can like leave room for a second chance. They want a second chance, but there's also like an internal knowing of something that's giving them a bit of a wake-up call. That's kind of putting pressure on, okay? The pressure cooker is accelerating, if that's even a thing. I don't know. I use a slow cooker. I don't use a pressure cooker. But anyways, it's like, this is someone that is feeling some type of pressure. There's a bit of a wake-up call. They're wanting an opportunity, or they want to have an opportunity to have an opportunity. Okay, they want to have an opportunity to be able to say, I want an opportunity, is what I'm getting. It's like the Judgment, yes, they want a second chance, or they want an opportunity. But there's also something they know about that is kind of putting the pressure on them a little bit. The Moon in reverse just showed its face. So something that was hidden could have come to the surface. That's a bit of a wake-up call, or it's, oh, they may feel like you've ended something, or they're recognizing some type of major change, or they're recognizing changes. Like Pisces is a new boo, okay? Pisces is a new boo, or Pisces really done that, okay? Or Pisces really, King of Wands just showed his face. Oh, they're attracted. You could have like done something that completely changed the game, like, or ended this stagnancy. I feel like this person wants an opportunity to move things forward with you, or end the stagnancy between the two of you. Page of Cups. This person feels like they're receiving good news or hearing good news associated with something that may have been stuck and stagnant in your life, that may even have been limiting them from having an opportunity with you. There's some type of major change that is restoring their optimism, that is giving them a bit of a wake-up call. Now, the Judgment is also requiring self-evaluation, and is also requiring us to kind of use their own awareness to be like, okay, well, what do you have to do in order to have this? Okay, the opportunity is there, but what do you have to do now to have this? Are you going to call them up? Are you going to stop being a fuckboy? Are you, like, what are you going to do? Okay, so this person is feeling a bit of pressure here to do something or make some type of judgment call, because they're hearing good news, or there's something about you that they're quite, it's like they're crushing on you. This is someone that is crushing on you. Now, this could have been an admirer, or someone that's kind of been observing you. They also may feel like you have moved forward with some type of idea, or you move forward with something that maybe you have been talking about. And it's kind of like developing like a level of admiration from them. So this is someone that has a change perception on you. And something is occurring, or no longer stagnant, that is causing them to be quite like they're admiring you. But they're also feeling pressure to do what are they feeling pressure to do themselves? What are they feeling pressure to do themselves? They may be feeling pressure to end something too. That could be working both ways. With the Lovers, wow. So they may be feeling pressure to make a major choice here, connected with you and connected with something else potentially. The Lovers can be like, you know, choices between two matters of the heart. making a major choice, connecting with you too. They may be needing to connect with you more in the physical. They're feeling pressure to make a major choice in love because they have a heightened sense of awareness that is giving them a new perspective that actually is giving them more admiration. So I don't know if they wasn't taking you seriously or they thought you were kind of full of it. They have a bit of a wake-up call, like, wow, this is an opportunity I don't want to lose out on. And yeah, they're crushing on you. And they're feeling pressure to either, like, literally connect with you in the physical or, like, send you a message. Or make a choice between two, or a major choice. They could be feeling pressure to end something superficial too. But how they're viewing you is Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's how they're viewing you with the Five of Cups in reverse. If this is a past person, they feel like you're no longer hung up on them. They may even feel like they tainted their reputation with you. Three of Cups. So this person sees you like actively trying to move on from past sadness, past bullshit, past baggage. They see you as someone that maybe even throwing yourself into your work or throwing yourself into an experience, actively trying to move on from a disappointing experience or from past bullshit. They may feel like you're even dating other people, Pisces. Okay, they may feel like you're connecting with other people or you're celebrating something in your life. Eight of Pentacles in reverse can be also the card of being a workaholic, where you work too much. They may feel like you are like head to the grind, kind of head to the grind. They may feel like you've been pounding, like, no, what's that saying? This person may feel like you've been a bit of a workaholic, okay? And now you have a reason to celebrate. They may feel like you're kind of being a workaholic also, despite not even enjoying your job anymore. Like, they may feel like you're actively throwing yourself into something you don't even really enjoy anymore, but you're actively trying to move on from something in your life. And that may involve you connecting with other people, making new friends, connecting on a social media platform even, Three of Cups. Or they may feel like you're actively connecting with things that maybe you're not really motivated to. It's like they feel like you have a deeper motivation. That's the best way I can explain it. And when it comes to them, if it is a past person, they feel like they may have ruined their reputation with you, where you're no longer motivated to work on that. And you're actively trying to move on from that experience because from your perception, it was highly disappointing, or it just left you feeling sad, really. And you're trying to focus on dating new people or connecting with people that just bring authentic joy into your life. Okay. And they may feel like you're celebrating something as well. And you're a bit of a workaholic. So, action this person plans on taking. The Temperance in reverse. So that can be someone that's moving into a more indulgent behavior, where regardless of if they're ready, they're going to throw themselves into that experience anyway, okay? It can be someone that's lacking patience. It can get a little bit heated. Why the Temperance in reverse? Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? They're letting their defenses down. This person may try to share territory with you or connect, and whatever the Seven of Wands in reverse can be like sharing territory, or involving themselves in an environment where that you're a part of, like maybe connecting, but it's like pertaining to your position. If you work with this person may try to involve themselves more in something that you're doing. This person does have subsiding anxiety in regards to whether something is one-sided or not. The problem with this person is that I don't see them being honest with you just yet. Or if it is a past person, I don't see them taking accountability for something in a direct way. Instead, they're approaching it in an indulgent way, where they may try to share territory with you or put you in... the Seven of Wands in reverse can be like leaning back to that Six of Wands, right? Where it's like someone that is like trying to be publicly seen with you, or do something publicly, sharing territory with you, but they may be like failing to protect their own, or failing to, I feel like they're approaching something in a very weak way. Very weak way. Like they're connecting with you at work, or they're saying something to you at work, or they're connecting with you in a place where they know you can't tell them off. You know what I'm saying? Or, and I don't feel like they're doing it because they're trying to get a reaction out of you. I just feel like they're trying to avoid taking accountability, and they're trying to have something, they're trying to have feelings come to the surface, or they're trying to figure out where they stand with you. And they may be doing something in a very awkward way or an unjust way where they're not taking accountability or being fair and not considering you, like they're not being patient about something. They may also attempt to connect with you. It could just be a matter of connecting with you while still, you know, being in a relationship too. Okay? Where they kind of lose any advantage they had because they're not that would, okay, moving on. But it's like they may go against their own morale to connect with you, whatever that means for them. But I almost want to say like they're going to be connecting with you publicly, or trying to share to, ooh, Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like they're being a bit immature about something. Okay? I feel like they're being a bit immature. And it's someone that's going to pop up into your life like it ain't no thing, like, or if it's even a new person, it's someone that is not directly expressing their interest. Okay? They're more so trying to get in there, okay? And without any directness, or even without considering your position, okay? It could be someone trying to lay the moves on you while you're at work or doing your thing or whatever it is that you do. Like they may not be considering your position. It's someone that's not, I don't know, they're being weird. They're being weird. If it is someone that done you dirty, Pisces, this is someone that is realizing that they want you, but they're having a hard time taking accountability for that. So instead, they're kind of giving you the sob fest, or trying to make you feel like, trying to even illuminate something pertaining to their feelings, or pertaining to, I don't know how to explain that energy. Like they're not being fair, like they're not taking accountability. They may even try to put something on you, and in reality, they just want something moving between the two of you, even if it starts out as drama. Let's see, what is Pisces' feelings for this person? Ten of Swords in reverse. Four of Wands. If it is a past person, I do feel like you'd be willing to put the past behind you to welcome this person into your life. But you may feel like you're like flagging a dead horse a little bit. Also, if you're in a relationship, Pisces, this person is having a major wake-up call to some type of change that you're making, that is causing them to, instead of getting on board, despite having a deep admiration, it's almost like someone that's surprised that you actually did something. Instead of getting on board, they may try to like, they may try to make something about them, okay, or something like that. Like they're not really taking the high road about something. But anyways, you're feeling like you're flagging a dead horse for this person. I feel like you're trying to keep the peace ultimately, or you're still trying to welcome this person into your life. But overall, you are very detached from this person. Even if you're in a relationship, you're trying to keep the peace, but you are very detached. If you're not in a relationship with this person, I do feel like they make you happy, but you may feel the need to let bygones be bygones, or avoid playing victim or bitching about a home situation because you're trying to break some type of toxic pattern. Like some of you, if it's a new person, you are intentionally not bitching about a shitty home life or a shitty relationship. because you don't want to bring that baggage into this whole situation. And if it's a current person, you're still avoiding, you kind of accepted the reality at hand, and you're choosing to kind of avoid bitching about something in order to reassert control in your own life and seize opportunities, sorry. If you're in a relationship, like I said, you're very detached, you do feel like you're flagging a dead horse, and you're open to keeping the peace, and that's about it. And if you're not in a relationship, I don't know, you're open to an opportunity with this person, but you're not really expecting too much. If you're in a relationship, you may feel like it was a failed attempt to make something work. If you're not in a relationship, you're not really expecting too much. You don't really anticipate this person trying to make anything work with you, or you got sick of waiting, or something like that. So you're just trying to avoid bitching about whatever occurred, if anything occurred, and just like make peace with it. And you're open to going on. Do you know who else got this? I think Taurus. Taurus's person, because you're kind of giving me that vibe. Taurus's person was like not really holding too tightly to anything. And I feel like you're in a space where you're not really attaching yourself too tightly to anything, because you're trying to break some type of negative pattern or reassert control in some aspect of your life. So you don't really expect too much. You're having a hard time making any long-term plans. You're a bit detached. It could be something pertaining to a home and living situation, or an opportunity you're trying to avoid sabotaging something. So you could be dealing with Sagittarius. We also have Libra, Capricorn, Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, if I didn't say that. Could be any sign as far as elements go. So pull up sleeves, because like upper arms uncovered. I have no idea what you mean. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful day and happy Sunday, and all the best. Bye.